morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sports Reporters right here on NDB Media. I want to thank you, of course, I'm the scorekeeper, Roger Noriega. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday night. I know The Last of Us is on right now, but we decided to do a special edition pre-Super Bowl, I suppose, because we're certainly not going to do one next week. Yes, it is cold out here, I got to tell you. It is cold on the West Coast, but not as cold as it was yesterday morning when I began doing sports talk with the guys. That was cold. It was in the 40s. Right now it's only 54 degrees, so it's a hell of a lot warmer. And I'm using my Yoda mask or covering or Palpatine, as they say. God, I got black everywhere. Ooh, got the black t-shirt. Oh, judge me as you so see fit. There's the Palpatine hood. Ooh, like it. Ooh. Anyway, I am the scorekeeper, and we're live across the network, folks. So thanks for joining us. I'm not going to do my usual intro because it's not my usual intro. So let's see. I believe Mr. Almighty will be joining us shortly, and we'll see. So he's probably going to notice that I'm on, and he'll be joining us. And we'll see which one of the other hosts join us for our usual assoistic, jackastic, lecherous tirade of cesspoolery. Yeah, like that one? That was all four of the made-up words here on Sports Talk for the guys. So, yeah, hey, I do it. I get a lot of stuff that way. And, the man of the hour, I'm telling you, good evening, Mr. Senor Almighty. How are you?
How are you doing? Oh, oh God! I was going to say Omega, but that was not the right word I was looking for. I was looking for amigo. Right?
Amigo. I'm all right with that. So
Yeah.
How are you, young man?
Is that pronounced right? I don't know what I had a complete brain fart. But I was going to say, I don't know why. The three amigos. You are my amigo. There we go. Yeah, I'm sorry that I slaughtered your language there, Roger, but
my language.
But I slaughtered my language too, English. Okay, that's a bit racist. I'm sorry.
If that's racist, keep it going, pal. Keep it going. I mean, come on, man.
Well, you know what I mean. Well, the way you said it, I didn't want to be, I know that you
amigo.
Amigo. I know that you are a good speaker in both languages. So
Mi hablo Juan. Mi hablo Juan. Okay, yeah, there's no doubt. I just use bigger words. That's it, Almighty. That's about as good as it gets. So, and I'm telling you, I'm using my Palpatine hood, so we should be doing a Star Wars review tonight. But who knows? Maybe we'll be able to join on the next Comics 101.
I see that you are. Well, that seems to be your go-to outfit these days until the weather warms up.
Oh, Engineer! Thank you for joining us tonight, Engineer. Engineer, you are more than welcome to join us live if you care to. Just let us know. So it's really, really good. Oh, just got another appointment scheduled. That's kind of neat.
Yeah,
but that's all right. I am liking the Heisenberg hat too, dude.
Well, thank you. At Halloween, I had this goatee. I had it all dyed up, and I had the sunglasses. So I came close to looking like Heisenberg, except I wasn't cooking meth at the time. But
your profile. Oh, wow.
What? Oh, my profile?
Yeah. Folks.
You mean that?
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, that is Heisenberg right there. Your profile shot. Hey, folks, I guess we're having a little bit of real world stuff going on right now. I saw this while I was driving, but since I'm not supposed to read while you're driving on your phone, I did see it, and it just showed up on my computer. Folks, it looks like in the real world, we have had a significant seismic event in Turkey, a 7.8 earthquake. And that's big. In every world, any world, folks, that's big.
That's good. Yeah, that is. That is.
Oh, that's funny. I thought that USGS.gov, I guess, is it? Yeah, USGS. I went to USGS.com, and it was some other wacko one.
Well, that's
So
that's your go-to site, isn't it? Isn't that where you get all your alerts?
yes, both through the app and through text messages and stuff. There's there's a lot of shaking going on right now, folks. Sorry, I don't know why I do that, but it is. Look at okay. There was a 7.8. There's a 6.7. Something or other coming back. So Jay says he's going to try Facebook because the stream is slow. So yeah, no, it's not. It's not Facebook. It's not stream. It's us. We're slow. That's what it is.
Yes.
Let me see how long.
We are very slow. We are not the fastest.
Yeah, it's not the stream, Jay. It's me. I'm slow. Wow, it's significant, man. It was between Malaya and Aleppo, and I believe Aleppo's in Syria. So I believe it might have actually been a little bit closer to Syria than it would be to Ankara or something like that. Wow, yeah, wow. That's a big event. A lot of people are feeling it. Oh, look, he's now on Facebook. Absolutely awesome. So we already have our first like. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, from the aforementioned engineer, and I say that with all due respect that I have, but it looks like we have a few things that we're going to be talking about tonight. Of course, the upcoming Super Bowl, stuff going on with the Pro Bowl. You know, I guess we can get to it right now, and Almighty has something that we're going to get to on the Pro Bowl format right now, but I got to tell you, Almighty, as you know, I'm a traditionalist, and I miss having the Super Bowl after, the Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl. It was cool, man. It was just a nice getaway Sunday. The big game was over. The season was over. And, oh, wait a minute. You get a little bit more football. So.
Right. That is.
Oh.
Okay. Huh.
I just had a surge right now. Wow. You guys may have seen the light. Oh. That's strange. There's a power surge right now. But anyway. What do you think? I didn't see it. What do you think? The Pro Bowl was today. Wow. No, I did not either. I was too busy eating a side of beef. It's my first one since I came down with diverticulitis, and I'm still alive. So I was prepared.
I am just looking at some of the highlights right now. I forgot that I just didn't watch it, but I did not know that they also use a shortened field.
Nah, really?
Well, let's see what we got here, Raj. I'll share the screen. I learned how to do that this week.
You are the man. You've been doing it for a little while. Hawaii was nice, yes. It's a flag football game?
Yeah, I told you. And see, when you first start out, look how short look at the field.
This is an indoor football league. Well, kind of.
Okay.
What is this?
But we knew it was flag football. I didn't know they were going to. But well, there it is. The best in the league playing flag football.
So there's Derek Carr, and sure enough, incomplete pass.
Even playing flag football, he can't complete a pass. That guy wearing a baseball cap. I mean, if you can wear your baseball, hoodie like that and a fishing cap, oh my gosh! See the guy with the fishing cap over there, Raj, in the red.
I do.
Yeah, they just need to give him a vest, and he can go out there with some waiters and just go out there and. But anyway, that's the Pro Bowl nowadays, my peeps. There it is. I mean, I guess going by the score, it wasn't too bad, 33-31. So.
Dude, hit the guy. Come on.
Oh, my. See, you can't look at that. Watch. He gets it blocked.
What is number 63 doing? Oh, my God. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, look at the guy kneeling down. Yeah.
Dude, what is he doing? A flashback to the activism of a few summers ago?
There were no need for showers after this game.
No kidding. Wow. What is okay? You see,
But there you go,
know, folks,
Roger. Pro Bowl 2.0.
I really don't understand then what is the point. Folks, look, the Pro Bowl was always a friendly, but it was to play and to win. There's none of that right here. They're just showboating. It's just these kids are the Nintendo generation, the PS generation.
Well, I don't know if they're showboating because they're not doing anything out there to showboat about. I mean, they're missing passes and there's nobody blocking. And he tackled that guy. That should be a penalty, roughing the flag football.
I'm surprised he didn't get kicked out of the league already.
Yeah, but I did not know the field. That's not even 50 yards, is it, Rod?
I think it is 50 yards. It's 25 yards. So this is when I had the privilege, folks, on the Couch Potato Sports program, when I was the color commentator for the Couch Potato, when we were covering indoor football league, the indoor is 50 yards. So it's kind of strange. We're like, oh, it crosses the 10, crosses the 20, crosses the 20, crosses the 10.
That's a nice soft cushion. Well, I would hope so. There's no one rushing. Oh my gosh, a nice soft cushion there, Raj. About. And they're all. Yeah. I don't. Oh well. Well, anyway, but look, there's people in the stands, though, Raj. Look at all the people. I mean, if they're going to support this, why should they change it? So.
Yeah, you're right.
So hey, I don't know. I didn't see it. But you know, the only reason I can see to watch this is if Eli and Peyton were mic'd up and you can listen to their quips and stuff and their comments because they're pretty funny. But
yes,
that would be the highlight of this. Oh my gosh, Chase caught that pass. Wow,
yeah, that was a Derek Carr pass. Shocking.
That thing hung up there for how long? I think
it was a year and a half.
Yeah, it was. So he's gonna go. What the fuck? I mean, you completed a pass with no cut. Look at this guy. He acting like he just won the Super Bowl or something.
Yeah,
yeah. But anyway, that's it, my friends.
In Las Vegas.
Oh, was that back? I hope that was a backwards pass, right? I hope so. But I guess so. But look at this. But that's
Jay
how
says he believes they were mic'd up. I believe they are.
Well, they would have to get some entertainment out of that.
Yeah, this is just par for the course. Oh, we have a flea flicker. Oh, well, no, not a flea flicker, but we have some play action.
Oh, he got his that thing didn't count. He got his flag taken out.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I would figure that these guys would have a hard time because it's flag football because they don't play flag football. They play to hit. They play to win.
Well, there's still people rolling around on the ground.
That's funny. Well, yeah.
But the payout still, the winner got 84 and the loser got 42. So even though they're playing flag football, there was still some cash being handed out.
Wow.
So that's so there you go. Flag football of a new era.
Yeah, he was down before he scored.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But but I mean,
Yeah, sure.
But that's the well, you know what I mean. I mean, if they want entertainment, well, there you go. I mean, there's no problem with the entertainment if they get the ratings and all that stuff. But I mean, let's face it, it was flag football before it was flag football anyway, Raj. So it's not a huge deal.
The Raiders, and thank you for this, Almighty, and the article is right there in the chat room. The Raiders Jacobs disses new Pro Bowl format, and he says this shite is stupid. This is Las Vegas Raiders running back Josh Jacobs isn't a fan of the league's new format for the Pro Bowl. This shit is stupid, he says. As per the Athletics to Sean Reed, Jacobs is participating in Pro Bowl activities in Las Vegas this week, after earning his second career nod. NFL revamped its All-Star Weekend activities, replacing the traditional tackle football game with a wide array of skills competition and flag football. So if there's skills competition, that's almost like the NHL. The non-football activities include a dodgeball game, wow, and a competition for the longest golf drive while featuring other challenges such as precision passing. Additionally, Jacobs said he hasn't discussed contract negotiation with the team, but expects to start next week. When asked if receiving the franchise tag next season would be an issue, Jacobs, who turns 25, expressed his displeasure with the colorful response. Hero turned villain, he says. Placing the franchise tag on Jacobs would cost the Raiders $10 million in 2023 if the two sides are unable to agree on a new pact. Jacobs is set to become an unrestricted free agent after the Las Vegas declined the fifth-year option in his rookie contract last season. And of course, the Raiders similarly declined to exercise the clause with fellow 2019 rookie classmates Clelin Ferrell and Jonathan Abram, who they released last November. The Alabama product captured the league's rushing title after tallying 1,653 yards and averaging 97.2 yards per contest while adding 53 receptions for 400 yards and 12 touchdowns in 2022. He's racked up 3 1,000 rushing yard seasons since joining the franchise in 2019.
So we have some other highlights. I hope they're all still there. Let's see.
I'm not a fan. I understand, Almighty, and I get you when you say that it is a flag football game. It was, but there was a lot more going on in the games before. And as even Jay said, when they were in Hawaii, it was more fun. And usually it was a rematch of the Super Bowl quarterbacks. And it was interesting to see how often the one who lost would win. But it doesn't matter who won the Super Bowl. That's the important thing.
No, you're right. I mean, that's just, it's been that way for a while now. We do have, there's a couple highlights from Peyton Manning's son, Marshall. He was out there throwing some passes and they're saying he's 11 years old. Say he's looking just like Paul. So that means, besides having Marshall moving up the ranks, we have Arch coming up too. So there may be 2 Mannings in the pros within the next decade or so.
Really?
So, and there he is. And then I think here's another one that he threw. Maybe not. That's just him rubbing his nose. Snotberg. I thought there was another pass he threw, but I guess there was another one. Well, anyway, he was there showing off. But then when your dad's Peyton Manning, you have those little quirks.
I had a chance to get away for a little while, and I met with the Seminary brothers, so it was good. But hobbling to and from there was that's what took me forever. It's just what normally would take me 15 minutes to close to 45 minutes, and even then I was close. I did start the program on time though at 7 p.m., which I'm really happy about. But we'll see. Hey, Matt Alvarez is talking up a storm right now, so who knows? Maybe he'll join us. But it might be past his bedtime, so I don't know. We'll have to see.
Well, I'm trying.
The big game's coming up, buddy. Any thoughts on the big game, the Super Bowl, of course? Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Super Bowl. Kansas City, once again, is in the big game versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Been a little while since they've been in. When we checked on Saturday.
What do you mean by a while?
Yeah, the Eagles, it's been more than a few years, right?
Well, Yeah, but compared to other teams,
Oh yeah, they were in it just the other day.
I know, I know what you mean. But when you're talking about teams like the Browns,
Yes.
a while means decades, not just they were there 5 years ago. That's been a while, but
Oh wow, yeah, that's probably about a while right there. As a matter of
and
fact, the game.
Detroit as well. So I mean, there are a few teams, but so we got to see if we're going to see another Philly special. So that will be
Yeah.
see what they got up their sleeves against the Chiefs.
Now I know we're going to do this on next Saturday, but this is already a preview. It is both teams equally matched, 14-3, and this is the way they end up on their numbers. The Chiefs were first in offense. The Eagles were second. Wow. On defense, the Eagles were 12. I'm sorry, the Chiefs were 12th. The Eagles are third. In team passing, the Chiefs were first. What a shock. The Eagles were ninth. And in rushing, the Eagles were fifth. And the Chiefs were 20th. But in the all-important barometer, the year before, about a year and maybe 4 months ago, the Chiefs put it to the Eagles 42-30, but that's almost a year and a half ago.
Right.
That's almost ancient. Well, it is. It's an entire season. That's ancient history.
But when it comes to a Super Bowl, you can't ask for much better than that. Two number one seeds that are pretty much closely matched, and it's just going to come down who can make the plays and which referee gives the right calls. You can't ask for much more. I'm just saying it's the two number one seeds.
Wow. Check this out.
What happened?
1, 12, 1, and 20. That's 34 total points for the Chiefs. This might be the lowest we've seen in a long time. It's 34. I think I said 34 points, right?
Yeah, you said that.
The Eagles are 2, 3, 9, and 5. 19. Wow. That's almost 2-1. But I know Jay will be able to work out the math and say, hey, scorekeeper, it's not 2-1, stupid. It's 1.7 whatever to 1. So, Jay, I agree. Look, this is rare. Wow and wow. You see, he'll correct me. And he doesn't need a fancy schmancy adding machine. He'll just do it in his mind. So, we'll see.
So are you telling me that Jay has a beautiful mind?
Oh, good God. Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Well, I don't. I got the impression. I mean, he's a smart fella, but I didn't. I don't hang around him that much. But
I actually have not had the privilege to hang around him all that much either, because he's on a new assignment, because he is a smart man. And, of course, I'm on a new assignment because I'm a dumbass. So that just goes to show you a lot in life, and that's just the way things are. So
right.
But I'm on a dumbass. I actually have a lot of difficulty walking right now. So no news on when my surgery is going to take place. I still have to go through the physical therapy, and I'm going to be having some other stuff done. So it is what it is. And my left knee cracked in the middle of the night, and it's been giving me a lot of problems. So now they're going to be treating it. Dude, I'm breaking down, buddy. My ankles.
So what do you mean
gone,
that your knee cracked?
Knees,
I mean, what do you mean by that? Is it just? I mean, okay. To me, if you say it cracked, was that just a noise that it made when you bent it, or did you actually crack something inside your knee?
It made the noise, and it's been hurting ever since.
Oh, that's called old age there, Raj. So.
Okay, well, being Latin, I was going to say Zeke. Sorry, that's someone else on the network. Almighty, it hurted.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm Latin. Come on, boys and girls. Come on. It hurted.
Yep. So how long are you going to be laid up from the surgery then?
I don't know. The therapy is going to run about 12 weeks, and it's multiple sessions during the week. And like I say, I don't even know when I'm going to be getting my podiatry done. So they're going to have to get me like special shoes and stuff to walk. dude, I'm like done. I am
So
done.
they're gonna get that. They are gonna give you a walking boots and stuff to wander around on.
I think so. But to the extent of said design, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be like a Nike or an Adidas or anything. I think it's gonna be.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be an old man's version of LA Gear.
As a matter of fact, I could go get you what your walking boots probably going to look like. If you need a spare, I got a couple.
Oh, you the man. Who knows? I may need one. But
No,
we'll see.
You're cool. You're awesome.
Yeah, sure. Ladies and gentlemen, another big thing that's happening, and we're going to be all over the place as we're talking the program. It's actually a lot of fun to have Almighty on the program, and it's really cool.
Well, it's been a while, so I've missed it. I mean,
it's been a while. I haven't been on either.
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't wear the shirt and tie today, but you'll get over it.
I know, folks.
But I did wear the fancy hat. Man. I did wear the fancy hat. So,
folks, I don't know if you've caught some of our other episodes, and Michael and I, dude, we get a kick out of it in a good way. When we have a guest, you've seen Michael and I will wear a nice shirt or something that's kind of respectful of our guests, or we're trying to be, professional. But, dude, talk about getting shown up. Almighty showed shirt, tie, sports coat. Dude, I'm just, wow. And Michael and I are like, holy crap, we put on a nice cardigan.
Well, sans the sports coat.
It is
absolutely But if I would awesome. Stand up, you would see my gray sweats. So, I mean, it's not like.
No. Don't stand up.
No, I'm just. But
we need to leave something to the imagination.
Well, I started wearing them for the professionals because, well, it's the professionals. So I thought, well, we should look halfway. It was just a little bit of a
right. It started with the professionals.
But I decided to keep with it because you seemed to really like it. So I thought, well, I might as well continue it. And
I don't have the tie on or the button fly right now, only because I was in a rush to get back. And like I said, a normal trip that would take me 15 minutes took me 45 this time because I'm hobbling along. So, but speaking of someone who is not hobbling along, we did talk about it briefly this weekend, folks, and love them or dislike them. It is, these are the times that we as sports fans have to just sit back and admire. Like I said in the Saturday's program, I'm not a fan of LeBron James by any stretch of the means, but what the man is doing right now, he's about to break a 38-year-old record in the NBA, who the present owner of the record said, dude, records are meant. He didn't say dude, but he said records are meant to be broken. Yeah. He didn't say that. But LeBron James, kudos. Dude, this is impressive. Absolutely impressive.
Do you know how long did it take Kareem to set that record compared to LeBron? Do you know?
That's a damn good question.
Or do we have to somehow get a hold of Big Dog and get this
I was going to call the Big Dog right now.
Because he'll know that off the top of his head, because he's been following that intensely. And plus he likes Kareem over LeBron. So
I'm giving the Big Dog a call.
Look at
right
this.
Now.
Conference call with Big Dog.
Hi, Big Dog. Sorry to bother you right now. I've got to warn you, both Almighty and I are live, and we need your assistance, Big Dog. How long did it take Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to break the scoring record? Dude, you know better than any of us.
Oh, it's so funny that you just asked that. Would you like me to jump on real quick?
Hell yeah, baby! Join
what?
us.
The Big Dog?
Give me less than 5 minutes.
You got it, brother. I'll send you the link. I'm so sorry, Big Dog.
Put your pants on before you come on there, Big Dog.
Big Dog.
Well, it's in there, right? I should just be able to just jump in.
You should be able to jump in. But Big Dog, Almighty says, please keep your pants on, okay?
No, put your pants on first.
Oh, he said, put your pants on first.
And I'll wear the phone on the outside then.
All right, thanks, Big Dog.
Well,
did you hear me?
Well, Jay, it doesn't get much better than this with a Big Dog coming on.
And that's funny because he said, oh, man, you guys are live. I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah, Jay. Thanks, buddy. Oh, my God. Those are the funny things. So Big Dog will be joining us, and we're going to be talking about that in just a moment, folks. But again, look, I have to say this because my utmost respect is for him. Far from a fan, but wow, what he's about to do. And it's just absolutely amazing, folks. It's just absolutely incredible. And the Big Dog will tell us. I don't know if he broke it already or he is close, but he is absolutely damn close.
I don't know, but I know that Kareem was going to start showing up at the games so that when he does break it, he'll be on hand, and he's going to give LeBron probably a signed pair of his goggles. So we'll see how that works out.
Wow. This year, folks, LeBron is only – this is how lame he is this year. He's only averaging 30 points a game. Lazy bastard. 8.5 rebounds, 7.1 assists. I mean, wow. Folks, the man
But that doesn't matter when your team's in last place.
Oh, no, it doesn't. So, yeah. Right. But way to go.
So, I mean, I know the Lakers have been struggling and it's been hitting Big Dog hard, watching his team suffer like that. But
yeah. Folks, his field goal percentage is this year 52.4. It might be a little bit on a low when you think about some of his overall numbers, but the man is still at 50% and above. It is still impressive. His 3 points, his little SOB is doing 35.9%. I mean, I'll do 35.9% in my sleep, man. That's how good this guy is. I can do that on Nintendo. Actually, I could probably do 60%. But
yeah. I can do that. Yeah, I can be that good too on PlayStation. Just give me, NBA 23, and but get me on the court. Well, that's a whole different story.
Yeah, it might not be a little bit fair, but it is phenomenal, folks. We have the links to. I'm over on the NBA website, and we have season leaders right now, which is really impressive. Joel Embiid is averaging 33.4. Giannis 32. Oh, Luka Doncic 33.4. Actually, there was a massive trade. Well, I don't know if it was a massive trade, but there was a big deal in the NBA today, and I think the Big Dog will be able to. Yeah, the little guy we were talking about.
I've been keeping track of that all day. Kyle Irving saying, "I don't
want." You are the man almighty. It's you
saying, "I don't want to play.
It's you.
I'm going to sit out." And then, I kept posting things, and then just a few hours ago, he was traded to the Mavericks. So he whined enough to get traded. We're talking about Irving there, Big Dog, but him actually getting traded finally after. Oh, Big Dog just disappeared on us. I guess
I think you said Irving, and he got mad at me.
I thought maybe his zipper was down.
Actually, I think I rolled my eyes.
Well, that's nothing.
Oh, really? Oh,
no.
Oh, really? Huh? Oh my! I just rolled my eyes.
I am kidding. So
it's all right, Jay. He's blowing all of us off, right? Oh my goodness, this is really good. There he is. You know what? It looks like just Big Dog's having a little bit of difficulty right now, folks. But it looks like he is set up and ready to go.
That.
No, not at all, Big Dog. Thank you for joining. It was Big Dog. It was Almighty's idea. He says, "Dude, ask the guru," and he was asking me. I'm like, "I'm calling the Big Dog right now," and it was funny. So
was that about Kyrie Irving? I kind of was in and out on that.
And we'll get to it right. I just want to catch you up real quick. Almighty was talking about the trade just as you were coming back in. So we mentioned there was a big trade. Was it a big trade? A massive trade?
Kyrie Irving.
Don't give a rat's ass trade.
I mean, Kyrie Irving. I mean, he's probably the best ball handler in the league. When he's playing, and he has been playing this year. So,
Jay says, "Welcome, Big Dog."
So, it's significant. I mean, whether they can keep him for next year is a whole nother story because, he is a free agent after this season. So, Cuban does have the money for it. I'm not sure where they are at, and I'll find out right now on their where they are. What?
Beyonce won something. There it is.
Yeah,
she is now the most awarded artist of all time with 32 awards. Speaking of a historic achievement, way to go, Beyonce. Oh, I meant that in a good way. I'm not calling her that. I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
What I was telling Roger, Big Dog, that I was following the Irving thing and posting things that you probably already knew, but it was fun to watch him whining, not wanting to play, and all that up all day long to him being traded to Dallas. So,
hi, Dream. We just got a like from Dream. Who knows? He might be able to join us as well.
Hey, the Dream. We'll oh, my gosh. That would be awesome.
I'm going
to have somebody on having people here on a Sunday night. That would be awesome.
Hey, let me tell you, we, on a regular thing, if we did this regular, you'd be surprised how people make time for it. It's just people forget when you like, oh, let's do a one-off. It's not deliberate. They want to do it. They just forget. Look, Big Dog, first he was like, oh, man, I forgot you're doing the program. It's just, it's a habit you remember.
Well, I know that we were trying to do this, or you were trying to do this once a month, and then we got off schedule. So, I mean, because of things going on. So that's why people, I mean, like you said, nobody expects us. So you were doing it once a month there for a while. It was, you remember, and so
we were doing things, like clockwork,
and things happened, and you weren't able to do it. So.
Oh, here it is. Nobody tells me nothing. Okay, Big Dream. We'll see if we can get you in right now. Sorry, brother, but if you're up at this hour, come on in, brother. See if you can join us. Thanks, Dream. Let me.
9:30 over there.
Say what? Say ho. What?
I said it's only 9:30 over there.
Oh, okay.
Or is it 3 hours ahead?
I don't know. Don't
2 hours ahead.
It's all right. Let me see. Where is Dream? Where's Dream?
Back to Kyrie Irving. As far as Dallas keeping him, Dallas is over the salary cap by about.
Oh.
You're on a whole day today, I guess.
As a matter of fact, I am.
Dallas is over the salary cap by at least $30-something million. So
that's a lot of Quan, Big Dog.
So to add Kyrie Irving, he's probably going to want to raise. I don't know if they can afford to keep him, or if I actually take that back. Not that they can't afford to keep him. If Cuban is willing to pay all that luxury tax, that's what it comes down to. It was interesting to see because the Clippers came in as late quarters to the Nets and Kyrie Irving yesterday. They entered the fray yesterday. And it never came out that, where his preferred landing spots were. But from what the so-called insiders are saying is he wants to come to LA one way or the other. So whether it was the Clippers or the Lakers, he didn't care. So that still may be the thing during the offseason. Lakers will be in a more advantageous position because they'll be getting rid of Russell Westbrook and that $48 million salary. So I don't think it's going to work in Dallas because Kyrie is ball dominant, and for Luka Doncic to remain pretty much having an MVP season, for him to remain that, he has to have the ball in his hands.
Thank you, Jay. I reacted to the very same word that Big Dog used. That's when I was applauding. And even Jay says, big word, Big Dog. Well, we get big words from the Big Dog. Which is the word? I don't know. It's gone already. But we are in full admiration of you, Big Dog.
Oh, it was advantageous when I said that.
Advantageous?
Yes, that's probably the word. The only word.
I don't know if that's the word that we got the Woody over, but that's okay.
I didn't say any other big words. And as far as your question on the all-time scoring leaders,
yeah,
of course, LeBron is now 36 points away.
Wow. He might not get it then on the next game.
Well, either way, the next two games are at home. It's against OKC on Tuesday and against Milwaukee on Thursday. And I'll bet you any amount of money that LeBron will not break the record on Tuesday because guess what? Lakers versus Milwaukee is a premier game. And guess what? It's either going to be on ESPN or TNT which will be national TV. Oklahoma City sucks. That is not a nationally televised game unless because of LeBron breaking the record, they're going to make it a nationally televised game.
Oh,
but
look.
as of right.
Sorry, Big Dog. Sorry, Big Dog.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible he gets it Tuesday because 36 is not out of his realm. I mean, he's scored over 30 points tons of times this season already. So,
yeah,
but anyways,
you know, Big Dog, he's averaging 30 points right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's nothing to. Now, as of right now, of course, Kareem is still the leader. Kareem is only the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kareem is only the 6th person in 75 years of the NBA to be the all-time scoring leader.
I was right on Saturday. Remember, I said only 5 other guys have held it. I was like, wow.
Well, it's Kareem and 5 others, but yeah, it started with Joe Fultz. And he scored it, and it's funny these totals, but of course as the NBA progressed, scoring went up. So Joe Fultz held a record. He had it at 8,003 points. He held a record from 1946 to 1952. Then the original Laker, Mr. George Mikan, his career total was 10,156. He held a scoring record from 52 to 58. Then, this was a surprising one. I didn't know this one. But then it was Dolph Schayes, who had a total, his career total ended up being 19,249. He held it from 58 to 64. Now, it's weird that each 3 listed held the title for 3 years. For 6 years each. 6 years.
That's kind of cool, man. That is.
Then it was Bob Pettit, who had a career total of 20,880. He held it from 64 to 66, 2 years only. Because of the Big Dipper, Mr. Wilt Chamberlain, who had his scoring record, his total amount was 31,419 points. He held it from 1966 to 1984, so he held it for 18 years. Then, of course, Kareem held it from 1984 to this year, 2023. He held the title for 39 years.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 38. Wow, 39.
Well, it was 38 seasons, but this is the 39th year.
Okay, I wasn't being a dick. I was just
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna show Wilt Chamberlain's scoring record here in a second. So there it is.
Kareem, of course, ended up.
There's his scoring record right there. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Sorry, Big Dog. I'm sorry.
That sounds about right.
I remember when that broke. That was crazy.
Kareem, of course,
very
had
good. Very good.
38,387 points.
Wow. I guess my question was, Big Dog, is like, how long did it take Kareem Abdul to get the scoring record compared to LeBron James getting his scoring record? What's the difference?
Chamberlain, Kareem came into the league in 1969.
Oh, very good, Big Dog.
So it took him 15 years to get the record.
Wow.
He came in 69 and he got it in 84.
Wow.
Years. And LeBron, it took LeBron 20 years because he's been in the league for 20 years.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
By the way, excuse me, Jay had a comment. I think he was directing this to Dream. Is that a question, or he will be there? And then Dream had said earlier, Kareem expected to be there, so I wanted to highlight that.
It has been confirmed Kareem will be at the game, whether either one. So he'll probably be at both games. He'll probably be there at OKC.
Big Dog, look, call me stupid and almighty. Call me stupid if you want, but I believe both games are going to be nationally televised. God. Hey, Jay, did you see that? I couldn't even finish the damn sentence, and they're like, stupid.
Well, if you're going to set us up, I mean, we're gonna spike it.
This is the love that we have for each other. I mean, it was no hesitation.
Look who you're talking to.
if you're gonna throw the grapefruit, we're gonna hit it out.
And God, I have whiplash from how hard you guys hit it.
Have you met us?
Yeah, I know. Very good.
Yeah, OKC will be a televised game, and they threw that in. They probably knocked off whoever was the scheduled game on Tuesday.
Oh, good.
So it'll be on
Yes.
TNT. So it'll be on there, and pricing is going absolutely bonkers right now.
Yeah.
As far as the game is concerned, let me see.
Both games are going to be televised.
Yeah.
If he doesn't make it the first one. Sorry, Almighty.
Well, I'm sorry, didn't interrupt. But I have one more question. When Kareem was playing, did they play 82 games then, or did they play
Yes.
less games?
Yeah.
Yeah. The 82 game season came in.
Stay away
around
from the
19
asterisks.
1970 or 71,
Okay.
68, 69, maybe in the mid 60s. I'm sorry, maybe in the mid 60s it came in. Yeah, because Wilt has 82 games for the longest time.
Oh,
So
wow.
let's see, here we go.
Well, I'm just checking
Ticket
because
prices.
people like to people make big deals about how many years, how many games. So
Well, it's taken it. I believe. Maybe not. I'd have to see how many games played versus Kareem's games played. But
I
I
see
just
total
went to-
games. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
I just went to Ticketmaster, and courtside seats next to it's closest to the Lakers bench. Those tickets, there's 2 tickets available. They are going for $75,000 each.
Okay.
That's-
Well,
that's
if
for
you
courtside.
buy the tickets, I'll fly in and we'll go to the game.
Directly behind the Lakers bench. And it says obstructed view. Those seats are 8,800. And that is in the very first row. That is row A. The ones 2 seats over, they are going for, there we go. Those are going for 12,500. So for 2 seats, it'd be 25 grand. Then that's in the first row, right behind the Lakers bench.
But that's
Wow.
if you're able to buy those tickets, right?
No, I can punch this in right now, and I can get those tickets. The resale, of course.
That's
Yeah. That's why they're so
incredibly
much.
inexpensive
Yeah.
compared to what you've told us.
Row B. Because people are going. I think because people are realizing that he's not going to break it in OKC with OKC. He's going to break it now.
Oh.
Okay, row B, and this one is directly like right behind. So it's the second row, and those tickets are going for 5,500. Let me check with Milwaukee again.
Folks,
That's
I
most
remember at
likely
the
now.
forum, there was a manager. His name was Don Boyd. He was able to get me a job where I became store manager. And I told him, hey, sir, I want to thank you. I'd like to take you out to lunch or dinner. And he was like, dinner? Lakers tickets. And you know
I
what?
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
You did.
I
you
didn't
did.
have a chance to buy them, and when I finally did, damn it, I had to get the playoff tickets, and they were $150 each. Which I look back, Big Dog,
Oh, that's
they
cheap.
were a bargain then.
Yep.
It's stolen now, but we had saddle seats where
Oh,
he was
okay.
in front of me and I was behind him.
Yeah.
It was still
So-
an effing bargain. But go ahead, Big Dog. I'm sorry.
Okay, so the prognosticators, the ticket reselling prognosticators are picking the Bucks game as when he will break it because those same courtside seats, $100,000 each.
That's what you said on Saturday.
Yeah, that's what we were
Yep.
talking about on Saturday.
Now the ones
Hey,
directly
Jay,
behind the
Jay,
bench.
would you like an advertising spot here on NDB Media? Jay, you're a baller. Can you buy 4
That's what
tickets?
she said.
Oh, shit. I mean, golly. Excuse me. Hey, Jay. I told Big Dog I picked up. Well, I was doing Uber and Lyft, and I picked up someone from the Lakers organization who was pretty high up the food chain, and she hinted about it, and I dropped her off right by the Staples Center, and I didn't realize that she was wearing that's very special Laker pin that they use to get in and out, which is really cool. So there it is. All right, Jay, thank you. Let's go for 5, pal. 5. That way I can hit on someone and take her in as well. So that'll be all right. That's funny. Sure. That's a Roger answer, huh, Big Dog? Sure. Why not?
5 tickets? That is not feasible because almost all resale tickets are in groups of 2. It is 99% of the time you have resale tickets are sold in groups of 2 or 4, possibly 6 if you're able to get hold of 6 tickets. But you can in the resale 99% of the time you cannot buy just 1 ticket.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a moment that I have to come clean.
So it should be 6. So it should be 6. So I can go with you.
Okay. Actually, you were one of the chosen ones right now. But
we'll bring Almighty then.
It was 6. It was the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Plus Jay and my hoe. That's why I said 5.
Your what?
Anyone.
You said your hoe?
He's talking about you, Almighty.
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
you need to get in the car and start driving to LA so you're here by Tuesday night.
What is today? Yeah, okay.
Sunday night.
I don't know. I might fall off. I might get lost on the Rockies and fall somewhere.
Dream.
Right.
Come on, dream.
Or I might be attacked by a balloon from China. So I just don't know.
Just real quick, scorekeeper. This one's directed to you.
Oh, come on! I was being cool with you.
I just saw earlier today. I guess it's probably been on sale, but I hadn't checked until I just happened to see it. You know the Cow Palace, of course.
Yes.
AEW will be there towards the end of March for their TV tapings.
Okay, hold on a minute. No, Jay, it was not your hole. But if there's one for you to bring, hey, whatever. I was not directing one at you. But let's go back. I had to answer that one.
I hope Jay's not married.
Anyway, we'll continue.
Then you're insinuating something.
He'll bitch slap all of us because Jay actually, dude, Jay's a gentle giant. Jay, without revealing too much, but you are what, 6'2", 6'3"? Big Dog, he might be your height or a tad higher. Or taller, sorry, I should say.
Yeah, but I still outweigh him, though. So I can still follow him and hurt him.
I was just going by height. That's all I was going by.
You know, we're talking about
anyway,
James.
Cow Palace.
It would have been nice. One more thing. It would have been nice if he could have broke that record in Cleveland.
And he might have had he not gotten hurt so much, where he missed about 7 games.
Yeah, he did. He did.
So I bet you anything, he probably had that planned out, seeing how many games it took versus how many points he'd have to score per. If he stayed healthy, he probably had that. He probably had it written down. I wouldn't put it past him.
It sounds like something he would want to do.
And of course, no
way! You're not 10.5. Bullshit.
5'10" and a half.
Dude, I'm taller than you, Jay. Nah, no way.
Is that flaccid or erect?
Oh God. Yeah.
I'm here.
Jay, he gave you love in ways that I will not. Jay's like, I'm never going to be with these dumb bastards ever again. Oh, that was funny, Big Dog. All right, that was very quick. I didn't even think of going there, but Jay,
I did, but I didn't because I'll leave this one, but then I should have because anyway. I did. Big Dog and I would probably would take that.
No. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, we're the professionals. Wow. Today, it's a definite combination of sports talk for the guys and the professionals, and joke night a little bit. It's really funny.
It'll be interesting to see because LeBron. I figure LeBron's got at least 2 more years left in him. So let's say he scores 28 and a half is not outrageous. So let's say 28, and he'll play about, I'll say 60 games. So times 120. That's another 3,300 points, plus whatever he ends up with at the end of this season. There's still another 20, 25 games to go. So you're looking at possibly the record being, the scoring record being extended by 5,000 points. He'll easily get over 40,000 points once he's said and done.
So all kidding aside, give me a number so I can do the math on that, big dog. What do you think?
What did I say? I said 28 times 60, so 120 games, and that's 3,360 points.
3,360, and what's the record?
Yes. I'm gonna see. Let me see what the record is right now. Their record right now is 25 and 29. So
scoring record. I'm sorry, big dog. Scoring record.
20. Hold on though. 24 and 30 is 64. So there's 18 games left. I'll say he'll play at least 15 of those 18 games.
Wow, big dog went hardcore on this one.
Times he's averaging 30 right now, so the 30 points. So add another 450 points to that total I gave you.
Okay, so we're going to have 3,360 plus 450. That's 3,810.
Okay, Kareem's got...
I'm actually using a napkin, folks.
387 minus...
I know, I could open up Excel.
Points. So right now, LeBron has 38,352 points right now.
Okay,
so
that's impressive, big dog. So it's projected to be approximately 42,162 points.
That's if he plays the rest of the season and 2 more years at 60 games per.
Okay, now let's look that in perspective based on the way the NBA is playing. Okay. 42,162. He's possibly going to go to age 40. So we're looking at conceivably 21 seasons. And Big Dog will get me correct if I'm wrong. But look.
That is correct, Jay. That's the plan.
42,162 divided by 21. That's 2,007.7 points a game. And if you divide that by...
That's easy.
I'm sorry?
That's easy for him to get. 2,000 points for the year?
Oh, no, Big Dog. I had another one. No, wait.
Okay.
Well, then maybe I'm not doing it right. So it's 42,162... And no comments, dumbasses. I was talking about the math right now. 42,162 divided by 21 years, right? So that's, 2007. So that means, if we look at it that way, divided by 82, you have to average 24.48 points a game.
Okay.
Right?
He is in his 20th season. So it'd actually be 22 seasons divided by 22.
Okay, 40, and that's fair. Thank you. 42. Yeah, you took these stats to a level that I'm in an anal mood that I would normally do. Divided by 22, right?
Yes.
Okay, that would be 1,916.45 divided by.
Wait,
82.
do not divide it by 82 because he will not play 82 games.
No, not LeBron. If someone wanted to catch him, this is what they're going to have to do.
Okay, I get you.
23.37 points a game.
So 23.5 points a game, that's not a lot for the high scorers. Because look at the scoring leaders right now. In fact, I'll get you the scoring leaders right now.
But, Big Dog, I agree with you, but the reality is...
longevity.
Yeah. They've got to do 23.37 points for 82 games. For 22 years. Wow. And then Jay says, "Gotcha, Almighty." So I don't know which one that was. But Jay,
I was telling him that LeBron wants to play with his son. That's the plan.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I've read that before.
Yeah, and that would be,
and so has the big dog.
Yeah, and that would be in 2 years, because he graduates this year. He has to take a year off in between because he's not going to college. Or even if he goes to college, there has to be a 1 year gap in between high school and NBA. So the closest he could do.
But Big Dog, I mean, okay, is his son good enough to do that? I don't know anything about his high school history.
No,
from what I've read, that he would probably be drafted really, really late, and that's what I've heard. Is that correct?
Yes, he's. I don't know about this season, but last season he wasn't even a starter. He was off the bench on the high school team. But what the whole thing is you get LeBron for a year. So if you're the Orlando Magic.
Well, I understand the strategy of that, but I'm just saying he's not going to be some superstar coming in.
Oh, no.
Unless he pulls a Jordan, which I don't think he's going to do.
You are wasting a pick when you pick Bronny Jr. You're wasting your pick.
Well, do you think he might be signed as a free agent?
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
No, because whoever's in the draft, they're going to take the chance to draft Bronny. They'll give up their say 17th pick. Say you're the 17th best team in the draft. You say pick between 15 and 20. Those guys usually don't pan out very well, anyways.
Yeah. So here's my thinking. Maybe it'll be the Cavs.
That would be the Cinderella story. But the thing is, it all depends on how badly the Lakers want him another year. But I could see him going to Cleveland, but most likely it's going to be like Orlando.
Well, that was a joke. I don't know if he.
No. Cleveland's in the running. Actually, some people in the blogosphere that are Cavs
it must be true, Big Dog.
that are Cavs fans. They are actually very angry that the Cavs are doing so well. Because right now the Cavs are the 5th best team in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, I saw that.
Stop it. My dinner was good. Don't be that way.
So a lot of people are saying in 2 years or next year, that the Cavs should tank.
Maybe not.
So they get a high draft pick, and then the thing is, draft Bronny. They get LeBron back for his final season.
No.
Okay, the apron stringers obviously haven't been getting any lately. They're going to be crazy.
That's a little too crazy. I mean,
and that's what I was gonna talk about. Also, is the apron stringers, the Laker so-called fans or apron stringers. They're having a Roger's gonna like this. They're having a conniption fit because of the Kyrie Irving trade, saying that Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss must be fired because they let this trade get away from them. And I'm thinking, because they're saying, oh, well, you could have traded Austin Reeves and their draft pick kid that they got, and the two future draft picks for Kyrie Irving. And I'm like, no.
Okay, first of all,
we can't have Kyrie and and Russ. Russ has got to go in any trade. Yeah. Period. And that's what these idiots do not understand.
Knowing that you mentioned that, Big Dog, this is where we need your anal assist on. The Mavericks are sending. I got away with it. The Mavericks are sending Dorian Finney-Smith, Spencer Dinwiddie, an unprotected 2029 first-round pick, and second-round picks in 2027 and 2029 to the Nets in exchange for Irving and Markieff Morris. First of all, Big Dog, before you even comment on the details of that trade, who the fuck are those guys? Just sorry.
Spencer Dinwiddie is actually an excellent player, and he is the second highest paid player in the Dallas team. He gets paid $20 million, $20.1 million. Same thing. Dorian Finney-Smith is a good bench player. He gets paid 12.4. Who else was it?
It was Dorian Finney-Smith and Spencer Dinwiddie. They're the ones that went. And then Markieff Morris came with Irving.
Markieff is a good one. He was, of course, on the Lakers, on the championship team. Good bruising guy, good power forward. I mean, he's a good guy off the bench. Dinwiddie will probably work pretty well. He's a forward, if I'm not mistaken.
Why do you think I had to jump in on that one, Almighty?
is
the
his
same way
name
that you're
really-
Oh, he's
laughing.
6'5". I take it back. He's a shooting guard.
Yeah, if my name was Dimwitty, I might want to change it. But
Well, that's why I had to beat you guys to the details of the trade. I was dying to get it in there before.
I will always say we all know the worst football name, the worst athletic name in all of sports ever, and he played football.
Damn it! I think we talked about this.
Marion Butts.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Marion Butts. Yeah.
You know as well as I do, and anybody else listening out there, you know that Marion Butts got the shit kicked out of him from elementary school till he was big enough to beat them up back. And that's probably why he went into football.
And that guy kept names. I'm sure of it.
I'm sure he did.
he had a
Yeah.
list. He had a list.
So, Big Dog,
That
your
is the word.
your
Yes, sir.
analysis on the trade, because I did hear one thing first and foremost that there was already commentary about knowing what we know of the public persona of Kyrie. They're saying that this may retard Luka Doncic and his
Yes.
growth. He may learn bad habits, and this may actually hurt him.
I'm glad you used that word in the right way there, Raj.
I'm not worried about Luka off the court. Luka's too smart because Luka's been playing since he's like 14. He's been playing professionally since he was 14. So even though he's only like a 4-year vet here, he's actually been playing ball for like 12 years. So, and in the Euro leagues and stuff. So he's gotten all that partying and all that stuff out.
Oh, so
out of
he
him.
has anti-Curry medicine or something?
anti-Kyrie medicine. Yes.
Sorry, anti-Kyrie. Whatever. Curry, Kyrie, whatever.
Well, Curry's a saint
Yes.
compared to Kyrie. So
Yeah.
Kyrie, and as we talked about it 2 weeks ago, Kyrie has actually been a very good boy on and off the court.
That was for you, Big
He's
Dog.
been, yeah, I know, because you think I'm using it as you're taking it in certain context, and I'm not.
Oh
I'm not
my
even gonna
God!
go there.
I'm not taking it anyway. I just did it to do it. I didn't care. That's why I said that was for you,
So-
Big Dog.
Kyrie has been on the straight and narrow
Oh, shit,
all
I got
year.
it.
Ever since he
Head
came
rush.
back from his suspension, he hasn't. He's been playing. He hasn't been uppity or anything till he demanded the trade. Of course,
Oh my God.
he did not play yesterday. All of a sudden, he came up with a calf strain. And he didn't suit up. But it's just like baseball. When you know you're gonna be traded, they don't play you. They sit you down.
Yeah.
So he was on the bench. But the thing is, he has no more love in Brooklyn because the second he came out to sit on the bench, the entire stadium booed him.
Wow.
It came out later that he said, "Go ahead."
No, finish. I'm sorry.
He came out. I'm not sure if it was either before he got booed or right after he got booed, but he came out and tweeted that if he does not get traded by the trading deadline, he will sit out the rest of the season.
And did he really say that?
Yes.
Okay, that was an automatic. On that alone, he would have been suspended. Yeah, and he would have lost his pay for the rest of the season.
Oh yeah.
That was way too easy.
Saying he's going to sit the rest of the season. He knew he was going to lose his money, but he don't care. He's a flat earther. Let's not forget that.
Okay, hold on. Okay, Big Dog. I did it in
There you go.
reverse. I
Thank you.
rolled my eyes that way.
Well, actually doing that brought your voice back because you had disappeared. But when you did the hair flip, you have no hair. Your voice came back.
What the hell's the matter with you? Why? Why? Always go to my hair or inherent lack thereof. Oh, you mother.
It may be gray, but it still comes in.
Anyway, that was really good.
Wow.
Folks, the professionals here on Sports Talk with the guys on the NDB Media Network. Wonderful evening. We're having a great time right now. That is Almighty. That's the Big Dog. Of course, I'm the scorekeeper. In the chat room, we have Michael and we have Jay.
Yeah.
And
Welcome,
I'm
Michael.
begging for Dream to play with us, but he's probably getting some right now. So lucky bastard.
Oh, hold on. Let me text him.
It's good to see you, Michael.
I beg him to join us. And then the big dog says, I'll get him. I'll get him right now. What a thief.
I put, hey.
I already begged him. I said, come on, man.
No, hey, get your ass into StreamYard.
Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, folks,
so since we're talking about Michael here, tell us about the interviews coming up there.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Folks, what we can do is I'm going to put the link at the bottom. Michael has been arranging, as you know, tons and tons of guests. You can head over to ndbmedia.net, and he's already scheduled many. Unfortunately, we had to cancel many guests over the last few weeks because of my personal injuries and what's going on at home. I do have a tiny bit of good news that I will share about my significant other in a moment. But future video guests, if we go on over to ndbmedia.net, you can check out the calendar, which Michael updates as best or better than anyone. Future guests right here. On the 27th of February, Charles Andrew Payne from the movie Left Behind, Rise of the Antichrist. On March 13th, Saul Rubinek of Warehouse 13, Star Trek The Next Generation, Family Man with Nicolas Cage, and many others will be on March 13th. And Rick Dugdale, producer and director of Zero Contact. Michael has been doing a phenomenal job of having guests join us, and those are just the acknowledged guests right now. There are so many more that are in the books. I'm sorry, sir?
Oh, I said I liked Warehouse 13.
So I think you know the Saul Rubinek character.
Actually, I don't. So I was going to ask who that is.
Oh, no, it's all good. Give me a moment. I'm going to stop the screen right now just so that I can do a quick search. Saul Rubinek, guys, when you see a picture of Saul Rubinek, he is someone that you're like, hey, I've seen this guy. He's like John
Saul
Billingsley.
Rubinek. Oh, okay, yeah, I know.
Yeah, dude.
He's a star. He's a star.
Yeah.
But see, I know him from Warehouse and Next Generation, but I also know him from Frasier. So
there he is.
In Frasier? I didn't know he was in Frasier. I don't remember
What's
him
that?
in Frasier. I don't remember him in Frasier.
He was
caretaker of the warehouse.
It had to have been. He was engaged to Daphne before.
Okay, yeah, okay, it's coming back.
He was the lawyer, remember, and then
yeah.
And then the shit hit the fan when finally Niles professed his love to Daphne, and then
Dee Dee.
That's right.
Is Dee Dee in the chat room?
Is she?
Double D.
Double D?
Talk about. I don't know.
Did you see her, Jay?
I hope he doesn't mean Michael Day because I don't think he's a double D. But hey, whatever.
Well, we don't know that for certain. I
have no comment because I don't know
what
he's.
I'm scrolling all the way up. I don't see her in here at all.
Jay, don't F with us. Oh, by the way, folks, my
hair.
One of the gentlemen that I've been telling you about, he's going to be on a program this Saturday. He's a wrestler. Actually, you know what? I apologize. I'm going to get that information right now and do the announcement.
Who is he?
I told you he's a family
nephew?
friend.
Your nephew?
No. Well, he almost qualifies as such. But Dee Dee is watching.
Okay.
Oh, you know why? Hey, Double D, come on, man. On some apps, if you're friends with someone, it tells you who's watching. So, welcome, Double D.
Usually on Facebook, it'll tell you.
That is neato.
There
she is.
That is.
D.
That
Do you
is.
care to join us, Double D?
That is neato. That is neato. I like that. That is neato.
Yes.
Hello, Double D. How are you doing?
Did say neato.
Good morning. Okay.
Way to go, Jay. You little voyeur, you.
He's a stalker, and we like it.
Show enough. Oh my goodness, that is damn funny. Go ahead, big dog.
No, she said hi, guys.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
She
I love what he says. She says good morning. That's so funny.
Been napping all day.
Good for her. Good for her. I just sent you the link, Double D, if you'd like to join us. Remember, if you don't want to do the camera, All you have to do is hit the mic so we can hear you and you can hear us.
Well, we want her to. Never mind.
So
we want her on camera because we want her wearing the bustier so we can get a scorekeeper all crazy.
No, let's not get out of control. But
dude,
with the collar with the
Dude.
with the hook on it.
her boyfriend is probably there, so calm the F down.
Okay.
She has
He's
a
a warrior
boy.
too.
She has a boyfriend.
She has a very significant other.
Oh, okay. I did
Not
not
sure
know.
how to use the app.
I
Good
did
job,
not-
Double D.
I
Click
did not
on
know
the
that.
link. That's it. That's all you need to do is click on the link. But she's been pretty cool about it. As you know, she has visited us before and she's been on the program. So she's
Sorry about that.
Oh, you have a girlfriend? Good for you.
Oh,
Every friend
We're
of
like,
a female
oh.
is a girlfriend. You know that.
Unless she's calling you a girlfriend, big dog.
he'll do it.
Yep. I'll make the sacrifice.
He'll
Sorry, it took me a moment, big dog.
do the cosplay. He doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't. Folks, here it is. Here's the ad right now. Let me go to him right now. And he is right there. That is him. He is
He looks like you.
Bogus the Clown. That is him. And this Saturday, February 11th, obviously, at 8381 Catella Avenue, Stanton, California, 906800. The pre-sale is $40. General admission is $25. Doors open at 6 p.m. Bell time is at 7. And these are the characters. He is there, and we're gonna. I'm hoping to go and see him this Saturday upcoming. Super Bowl weekend. I'm gonna go spend some time. So I actually meant to talk to you, Big Dog, about it. And Double D, I need to know. So if you're interested in going to that event, Big Dog knows where it is, I believe, this location. So, but if you can visit over the VWEstore.com, you'll contribute if you buy stuff from.
Yeah, it's probably like a Kennedy Hall or a one of those VA halls.
Bogus the Clown. So there it is.
Maybe we can work something out so that like he uses you in the match where he gives you like he's gonna hit the guy and the guy ducks and hits you instead.
Oh, someone just sent me a message. Oh, sorry. Whoa, gotta stop that. Someone sent me a message right now.
So, Big Dog, are you gonna go to WrestleMania Hollywood?
No.
Actually, I do need to
Oh,
stop a moment. I ask you to stop. Double D, we actually know about this and we did comment, but I haven't told anyone the full details. But we know of a loss in your family, Double D. And I didn't realize the services are going to be on that day. But I get you. And again, once again, we want to share our condolences on the loss of your grandma. We know you haven't gone public about it. And I'm glad that you're spending time with us. And I'm probably mucking things up by bringing it up again. But thank you for reminding me. She will not be going that day because of her funeral.
Yeah, we got the insurance.
Yeah. So, but I did announce it when you were not here, and we were all thinking of you. Actually, I announced it in the chat, so I didn't go public with it. But almost everyone that's on the program is in the chat. So, Double D,
Except her. That's the problem.
except her, that she should be in it. Yeah.
And I can't find her in there. I don't know. I guess she's not friends with Sports Talk with the guys, and I can't link it otherwise. Well, maybe you can, but I can't.
Well, well, didn't you or Big Dog? Didn't you or Dream say you have to go through her Facebook? That's what
that
I
was
did.
me. That was me.
Oh, that's what I did because I know that I commented in the chat room and then you said she's not there.
A lot of people did, and I said, that's great you guys did, but she can't see this. So, and that's why I gave everybody her.
But anyway, I was sad. And I mean, anyway, I wanted to make sure that she knew that condolences for me as well because I mean I didn't want to be because at the time I was just talking to empty air and I wanted to make sure that anyway it doesn't matter. My condolences again there, Double D. I'm sorry.
Double D, what I did, yes, we were all thinking of you the moment that I found out, and I shared it with everyone in the group, and everyone immediately thought that you were in the group and started sharing their feelings. and it was Big Dog. You see, I posted it because it threw me, Double D. And I was telling everyone because just in case if she showed up on Saturday, we weren't going to be overtly stupid. So that was the only reason why I said that. And yes, Double D. Yeah, I'm going to reach out to you about that, Double D, off on the program. But yeah, we are where we are. But we should try to get her into the group chat settings.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Add people. There it is. Add people.
Yeah, and look her up. I can't find her. I've tried at least 5 different times over the last 6 months.
Okay, I just added her. Hopefully she'll accept it.
Perfect. Oh no, she doesn't have to accept it. You just add her. There's no acceptance.
Oh, tough shit, Double D. You're in now.
But to our chat too, the sports talk chat thing.
I added her to sports talk with the guys chat.
The PM. The PM.
So she has no choice. You just forced her into the. Okay, that's cool.
You're talking about the PM, right, Rod?
Say what?
Rod, you're talking about the PM, right?
The PM.
Okay.
Even she's laughing. She's like, "Oh, no choice."
Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay.
You dumb little rat bastards.
Good.
Double D, you can obviously get out of that chat if you like, but we're really just talking sports, and it's rather lively on that PM. So hopefully we don't interrupt you while you're busy. But hey, at least we mean well. But anyway, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be. If you go through the chat, you'll see the messages at the very end. We did let everyone know. But nevertheless, just to finish off on that one, folks, this one is going to be next week on Saturday, and it looks to be some exciting stuff. So if you know the wrestlers, you can contact them directly, and you can even get the rate, I believe, a little less expensive. But for those prices, it's really not that much. So that's him right there in the middle. Bogus, the clown. So kind of cool.
Are you going to have him do a show, interview?
As a matter of fact, yes. I saw him earlier today, this morning when he visited, and he agreed to the program. So he's probably not going to do it on Saturday morning, but he may. It's just he was here in a rush in the morning, get his stuff done, and then he had to go and prep for the program to. Oh, wait a minute! No,
so you think it might? You think it might be the professionals down the road?
I think he had to go and practice for some other stuff. But go ahead, Big Dog. Sorry.
Why don't you make a show and have it be a wrestling show and have me and Matt on there, and we can all ask him questions and have people in the chat room ask him questions because we have an actual wrestling insider.
And actually, Almighty would be in on that one too. So
yeah.
That would be good.
I'm just that's why I brought it up, because it'd be kind of cool to do that show. I mean, but it won't be. I'm just saying, if it can't be a morning, well, then maybe it'll be a special edition of the professionals, or just make a new title saying Inside Wrestling or whatever you want to call it. We can have
sports talk with the guys special edition. Wrestling.
Yep.
I like it.
We got to stay with the.
Because the one question I've always. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that sounds cool. I mean, that'd be nice to have talk to someone like that, and make sure that he's in his makeup and shit, so we can just all get wild. And I'll just I'll just sit there and go woo. Then I'll dress up like Ric Flair and I'll just come.
Actually, folks. What I should do
or maybe I'll do Charlotte Flair. I don't know. Maybe I'll just like Charlotte Flair. Right?
I should reach out to the wrestling and see if we can do a program. Big Dog, if we can do this more often, who knows? Maybe we might be able to visit them on a regular basis. It'll be very tough for me right now due to a certain time of year, but you never know. We should reach out to them. Look, Sports Talk with the Guys brings quite a bit of street cred. Ooh, it does, man.
What did you say?
Years. Street cred.
Oh my God! All right.
What?
Must be opposite day. But
what?
I'm just kidding. I'm giving you a hard time for no reason. We do
have
some.
Stone Cold. Say what? What?
Yeah.
What?
But anyway, that would be interesting. I mean, cool. Because I don't think. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just stumbling because it'd be kind of nice to have a wrestler on here and just
Yeah.
a guest.
Well, see, I don't know how.
Then we could just to start a trend going, maybe.
See, I don't know how. No, I don't want to insult him. I don't know how big he is big he is on the indie scene. But the one question I've always wanted to ask a professional wrestler, if I got them in an interview like this, not so they know we know it's not real and they would have to worry about any of that crap. The one question I would always want to ask is,
we gotta be careful.
No, I know, and I would of course phrase it
correctly. I'm just saying we need to be careful for Speedy's sake. So
oh,
you are so sensitive.
I'm the rare sensitive guy.
Okay, sorry, Almighty Big Dog. Please proceed. Sorry,
the one question
everyone has cut you off, and there I go again. Go, Big Dog.
The one question I've always wanted to ask is, how do they tell you you're no longer going to be the champ? We're going to put it on this guy instead, and how those guys deal with it. I've always wondered when they crown a new champion, when Roman Reigns became champion, or when Kenny Omega, they made him champ. How do they handle it when they say, okay, in 2 weeks you're going to lose? In 2 weeks we're going to give it, Almighty's the champ right now, and I'm the promoter, I'm the owner, and I say, all right, Almighty, you had your run. We're going to put the strap on Scorekeeper now. In 2 weeks, you're going to drop the title to him.
What on?
The strap.
Okay.
If you're a true wrestling fan, you do not call it a world championship belt. You call it a strap, because that's what it is.
It's a strap.
Okay.
Yeah.
He says strap.
I bet because Vince McMahon. That is one of the many words that Vince McMahon banned. Literally banned. He put out a memo banning a bunch of words that he felt were non-WWE.
Not worthy.
Yes. So strap, calling them a professional wrestler was not allowed. That's why they are sports entertainers.
Well, didn't they get in trouble for that anyway?
No.
For trying to say they were professionals?
No, because he's already won enough lawsuits. He can still call them
okay.
Sports entertainment.
Well, I'm behind on my lawsuits.
Well, with Vince, there's always a lawsuit. Almost always.
Oh yeah, that's a given, right?
Yeah. See, like Jay, I've always wanted that for years. Is you're having this great run, or you think you're having a great run, and all the fans are behind you, and all of a sudden management tells you, all right, next pay-per-view, or next time on the show, or even on the indie scenes, next show that we have in 2 months, you're dropping the title to such and such.
Big Dog, I'm gonna.
That's a good question, Big Dog.
It is. I'm gonna take a quick stab at it because it'd be interesting for the wrestlers to tell us, and I would really like to hear that answer. But Big Dog, it's not like I'm betting it's not like you think. They probably tell them just a week in advance because I think it would keep it more real even for the wrestlers. And just the week before or even a day before they tell them, hey, guess what, dude? We're making a change. Because by you saying that and I'm not saying that you believe this. It's just you're having the conversation right now. But when you say, do they tell them 2 months in advance? Dude, I think they're like writers on a TV show program. They have the general thread of knowing where they want to go, but it doesn't tighten up until they get closer to whatever it is. So I would say that they tell them either the day before or a week before, but no more.
Okay.
Big Dog, real quick.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it, but didn't with Charlotte didn't Rousey not know until the same day, or was it Charlotte that didn't know until that same day that she was going to take the belt from, or the strap from?
And that's just what I was going to say before you asked that. I was just going to say it's true about the writing and they have everything written out and stuff so that they it's outlined so they know where they're going for the next few weeks or a couple of months. And it tightens up as you get closer to that day, unless you're in the WWE, because it is well known for decades that the writers, the staff of writers, they got 12, 15 writers writing the show, and the show is complete, done the day before, everything's all set to go. And on like Raw Monday Night Raw, it goes on TV at 5 o'clock. There has been times where Vince will come into the writing room at 4 p.m.
Oh.
And he'll come in with the script and rip it to shreds and say, I don't like any of this, redo it right now. TV time, with TV going on in 1 hour. They've actually had it where the writers were actually scrambling to figure out the ending of Raw in the first hour of Raw. So Vince just is like, I'm not going with that this time. So the thing about the day before or the day of, that could very possibly happen. Last year when in Money in the Bank, Ronda Rousey got hurt, I think she thought she blew her knee out. And that one was a call that was done on the fly, and that's when Liv Morgan, who had just won the Money in the Bank match. Now, Money in the Bank, for those who don't know, it's a ladder match. 5 to 6 wrestlers, both male and female, different matches. But what you do is you have to climb the ladder and grab the briefcase. And the briefcase gives you a championship match whenever you want for the next 365 days. And what you do is you cash it in. So, of course, what they usually do is once the champ gets the crap beat out of them, they usually try and cash in at that time because, of course, the champ is at their weakest. So Ronda was wrestling, and there was a move that was done. You could tell her knee kind of buckled, and she was having trouble. And I think on the fly, she told the ref, hey, I blew my knee out. So when she won the match, because the match was done, you could tell it was done really quickly, the ending. They had Liv Morgan cash in that night. So she cashed in like 2 hours later or an hour and a half later. And she won the title within like 2-3 minutes. And then Ronda went away and came back like less than a month later. She hadn't torn her ACL. It was just a strain. So they had to book it that way. They gave Liv Morgan some matches, and she became what's usually called a transitional champion, which is, well, okay, we're going to take the strap off of this one, and we're going to put it on you because the former champ does not want to lose to the next guy that's going to be champ, which was a Hulk Hogan thing to do. Hulk Hogan had creative authority over any match that he was in. And a lot of times he'd be like, if scorekeeper was Hulk Hogan, and
I've been getting so much damn love for the big dog tonight, and I don't know what the fuck's going on.
So scorekeeper's Hulk Hogan with the belt. I've already been told by Vince I'm going to be the next champion, but scorekeeper doesn't like me and says I'm not going to lose to him in the ring. I'll lose. You know what? I'll lose to Almighty, and then Big Dog can beat Almighty in a month. Yeah. And that's the way it would go down. So you Almighty is what's called a transitional champ, because the former champ does not want to lose to the next guy in line because of his ego. And Hogan did it many, many times.
Well, okay. I'll be champ for a month. That sounds cool.
And those guys, that even if they're transitional, sometimes it works out for them and they become, huge, like Stone Cold. He won King of the Ring because of I think Triple H got hurt. So he got inserted into the match. And of course, that was 98, I believe, maybe 99. I think it was 98. And that's when he came up with the phrase, Austin 316 just says, I just kicked your ass. And that was, because he beat Jake the Snake, who at the time was, a heel, but he would always preach the Bible. He was always talking about 316 in the scripture. So when Austin beat him, they said, well, what do you have to say, Stone Cold? And he said, Stone Cold says, Austin 316 says, I just kicked your ass. And then they did the breaking of the glass sound, and the Austin movement was on. And, he rode that to be one of the top 5 guys of all time.
So good.
Forgive me, sorry, Almighty. There was a question. You may have answered it, but I was going back and forth, and I'm sorry. When you were talking about the question, and I was kind of answering,
No,
and
they
you
did
went
not.
into it. Okay.
Somewhat. I mean, it was more. It was actually a very good movie, The Wrestler, with oh shoot, I can't remember his name. The guy who real good actor, but he got a facelift.
Oh, I don't know.
Plastic, made him look plastic. He was in the Iron Man movie in the second one.
It wasn't. What's his? No. Was he the
yes.
villain?
Right. Don't know.
Was he the villain?
Oh, the big dog almost
yeah,
floored
the
me.
villain with the
Mikey.
cracking whip.
Jay says Mikey.
Yeah.
Mickey Rourke?
Mickey Rourke.
Oh, Mickey?
Yes.
Oh,
Mickey
shit.
Rourke was in The
Mikey.
Wrestler.
Oh my gosh. He says Mikey. Okay. We're not talking about what cereal was that?
No, it was
like cereal.
away.
He likes it. He likes it. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Mickey Rourke. Yeah, he was in The Wrestler.
Thank
really
you, Jay.
good movie. They really, God, I would have to go back and watch it again. But if I remember correctly, they did not. Turkey and Syria just had a 7.8 magnitude earthquake.
Thank you, Big
Earlier.
Dog. And I want to thank you for reminding us. We actually kind of began the program on that.
Okay.
So, no. Thank you. This is huge,
yeah,
guys.
I just saw on the channel. Thank you. Thank you for saying I'm huge. It says the death toll is expected to rise. Just the update.
Okay, I have nothing to say because the Big Dog has been uncharacteristically, like I said earlier. So he's like putting me as the main stars in all of his like little made up stories right there. It's like, wow, what the hell did I do? I think it's the distance. We haven't been speaking to each other for like 2-3 weeks. So all of a sudden I'm back on his good side. I'm like, I gotta F that up.
Been on my good side.
Fair enough. Like I said, I don't know why I've been the star in
Saturday morning sports talk with the guys is a persona that I have. If I want to be antagonistic, that's what I do on Saturday morning.
And you have
so on Saturday morning
you have excelled in that persona as of late.
You should see the comments I leave Speedy. He actually deleted one of my comments because
I read that comment that you wrote.
No, you did not.
No, you said he deleted the comment.
So you read the comment?
No, I read your comment that said, "Hey, dude, you deleted my comment."
And what it was is I ripped him a new one, and I'll admit it, and I'm not going to apologize for it because it was Jay Briscoe's funeral, the wrestler who died, and children are in critical condition still 2 weeks later, and his post was that his brother Mark Briscoe, brothers in real life, that he gave a great eulogy, and in parentheses, all you have to do is take the parentheses out. He put it was unscripted. He gave an unscripted eulogy, and it was so tear jerking or heart moving or whatever, heart wrenching, whatever it was. And I put on there, I go, and I got to correct that. There I go again, saying I go. So I caught myself. I didn't. So I wrote on there, what do you mean, Matt? This is not wrestling. This is a brother eulogizing his brother that just died.
Oh, my.
Why do you think it would be scripted?
So
this is real life, Matt. I go, he's burying his brother. He's trying to console his sister-in-law and his nieces, and you're thinking this is some sort of wrestling thing? Come on, Matt. You know better than that.
Big Dog, who is it that passed away again? I'm sorry.
The wrestler Jay Briscoe. Remember, they were he was in a head-on collision with his 2 kids, 12 and 9.
Who is the character that he plays?
Jay Briscoe. Jay Briscoe was the character. They were like hillbillies.
Oh my goodness! I actually think I know who you're talking about. Wow. Okay.
He's got his front teeth missing and everything. They played into the hillbillies.
Oh, I get it. You're right. I'm having to flash back to my place of business. Yeah, you're right.
So, oh shoot, how do we spell the name right? Idiot.
Briscoe.
No, my fat fingers. I hit the K instead of a J. So.
Oh, well, that's okay. Jay says, I believe Triple H and the other wrestler were out of character after a house show. I believe Vince got upset. Might have been a little bit earlier on something you were talking about.
So Jay Briscoe's real name is Jameen Dale Pugh, P-U-G-H, and his brother was Mark. But their characters in wrestling were Mark and Jay Briscoe. So I as soon as I read that, I laid into them because I've been to funerals and I've had to give eulogies, and just to say the audacity to say, oh, it was unscripted. I'm like, come on, Matt. When Owen Hart died and Hulk Hogan was there, Hulk Hogan didn't go up and say, okay, brother, this is what brother. No.
Oh, my God. People. That would be inappropriate. Oh, my.
And by him saying that it was unscripted made me feel that same way. I was like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. I got pissed. So then I went back later because I wanted to see what he had to say. And my comment was gone. So that's when I went, oh, you erased my comment, Matt. Okay, I see how it is. Sure. No problem. I was going to bring it up yesterday, but I was like, no, I'll be nice. Unless he says something. Other than that, I'll be nice.
What the hell? I'll be nice. Who are you and what have you done with the big dog?
He brought it up yesterday, Rod. You probably would have had to kick me off the show because I was not going to hold back. No, I was going to dig into him if he would have brought it up on the show. I was nice. I had a chance. A couple of times I had the opening, but I was like, nope, be good about this, Peter. You're better than that.
Even Jay's like, wow and wow. Okay, the better part of Valor.
The angel on this side was going, you're better than that. And the devil was going, no, you're not. Don't go for it. But I listened to the angel.
I said, that was damn funny. You're better than this. No, you're not.
No, I'm not. You know I'm not.
That would have been a damn funny moment in a movie. The angel like, you're better than this. Devil's like, no, you're not. Oh, damn, I gotta take my glasses off for that one. Oh my God. Jeez. That's evil.
There we go.
And Jay's just like, wow and wow. I don't know if it's the wow and wow of what Big Dog did or the wow of what I commented about something a moment ago, but that's all right.
It was me.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was like 20 years old or 18 years old or something like that, I'll be like, okay, he thinks wrestling is, but he's almost 40.
I took a shot at Matt earlier.
And we've talked about wrestling not being real. And he's like, yeah.
Dude, he believes it's all real.
I do. I try my best not to burst his bubble. I will not.
We've told him. It's like
and he's
a flat earther when it comes to wrestling.
I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm just going to. I mean, if he wants to do that, that's fine. I'm not going to ruin his. Look,
it's my job to set him straight.
Well, I know you. Well, you know him better than I do, Big Dog. I'm just,
You see, look, I accept everyone for who and what they are, and we just take them. Look, this is the way I see it. I have 4 committed souls. I'm not going to do my best to piss them off. But I will tell you this. There is someone on the program that the Big Dog and I do read the posts, and
we don't acknowledge a lot of those things he says.
But we do comment about certain, we'll call it formulaic speech patterns.
Are these the ones in the chat room or on Facebook?
Yes.
I'm going to keep it cool for right now.
All right.
But it is funny. Look, folks, we're privileged, like with Almighty being here. When he turned the light on and able to join us, he's been with us for what, 2 years now? Matt has been with us for at least
didn't I come on
10
board?
years now.
I came on board when Kansas City and Tampa Bay played in the Souped Up Bowl. So how long ago was that? 3 years?
Perfect tangent. Yeah, about 3 years ago. Perfect tangent, though. What do you think about this whole thing about the NFL is scripted?
I know.
That one podcast that the former player was talking, saying that he gets a script at the beginning of the year.
Okay, you know what? All he
hold
had
on.
to do was post the script. That's all he had to do.
Well, the funny thing is, it's a podcast he was on. It's a cannabis podcast. They're smoking the whole time on the podcast. So,
now, folks, we do know that certain teams actually plan out their game. It's been a while since I've heard this, and I do remember the last time that I remember this was back in the Cleveland days when Bernie Kosar was the first-year quarterback. And I don't know if Big Dog remembers this because I know that this was before Sports Talk with the Guys, but I believe we talked about it where to help the player grow as a quarterback, they would script the game. It didn't matter the down. It didn't matter whatever. Where they said, on this play, you're going to do this. On this play, you're going to do that. And this play, you're going to do this. So they have scripted games from an offensive point of view. But that's not what this idiot is talking about, unless this guy thinks that's what it is.
No.
I don't know. What are you guys talking about? Scripted? Do you mean,
dude? A Big Dog, educate, please.
He means that I'll have to find his name real quick. I think he was a running back or a receiver. Doesn't play anymore. And he says that at the beginning of the year, that players are handed scripts for the season by the NFL.
Okay, I heard that part.
Yeah, so the script will be like, okay, game 1, scorekeeper is going to run for 110 yards, and you guys are going to win. In game 2, you're going to have 3 fumbles and 4 interceptions, and you're going to lose the game, and so on and so forth. And the whole thing is, the entire season is supposed to be scripted out as to who from game 1 to the Super Bowl, and it's supposed to be all scripted out.
Okay. Well, hold on. Of course is. Yeah, hold on. I gotta go get my tinfoil.
Of course, in this day and age, with all the social media and everybody knowing that if you fart too loud, you're going to hear about it on social media.
Yeah.
How could a script be kept from? Scorekeeper, you can do this. 53 players. 53 times, 30 teams?
32.
32 teams. How many players is that?
1,696 roster spots. It's more than that, actually.
Times 30 years.
No. Okay.
Oh, very good, Almighty.
Well, hold on. What was the number again?
1696.
1696. Okay,
that was a good year.
Yeah. And there's at least 20 assistants, head coaches all the way down. So do 20 times 32.
640.
So you're telling me that 2,336 people have kept their mouth shut.
Oh, impressive, Big Dog. I just got one right now.
Have kept their mouth shut for the last 15 years? Every single one of them?
Yeah, gentlemen, right. Big Dog, check this out. Let me go to it right now. Check it out, boys and girls.
Oh, who is that?
Was Brady's retirement anticlimactic? And does Jokic hate triple doubles?
Good morning, guys. I'll get to the point right away. I'm retiring for good.
Arian's got a big forehead.
NFL is indeed rigged.
Arian was telling me about how
there it is, that one,
rigged, and how every year he used to get a script. Yeah.
Now, the former running back was obviously playing along with a bit, but that didn't stop NFL players from making jokes about their scripts. All this just because Burrow headed home. The New England Patriots were all of us. The Pats simply reshared what they said about Brady's retirement last year.
Oh, okay.
Since it really wasn't it.
That's actually something else now.
Okay, so they actually did say that it was just a bit, and everybody went with it, but the blogosphere is going crazy with it.
Yeah, you can't.
Big Dog and I didn't waste time on that news bit.
And that because I mean, let's be honest. There are sometimes you watch a game and you're thinking, wait a minute, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Hey, folks.
But still, how are you going to get a player that's making millions of dollars to fumble 3 times in a game on purpose? Yeah, exactly. And that's going to cost them money. I mean, especially in a contract year. Come on,
right? Folks,
my God.
now the funny thing is, this is how stupid people are. And one of Sports Talk with the Guys' claim to fame, we've had many, is when Big Dog and I we're doing our radio.
Oh, yeah.
And I, to just F with people, and Big Dog set me up, handed me the grapefruits of grapefruits. And I stated, well, Barry Bonds is going to be doing court in LA. And you guys know that the Yankees are coming over on a long, extended West Coast trip. And if you look at the schedule, they're going to be here for like 12 games. They're going to go out and they're going to come back near. So Barry Bonds is going to sign a West Coast contract, play every day, but still be able to make court if you look at the schedule. And Big Dog and I laughed and laughed and laughed. You can hear us laughing in the episode. But we said,
and the kicker was when I said, "Scorekeeper, where did you get this information from?" And of course, the other legend was born at that time.
Because remember, thank you, Big Dog. That's a bitchin' setup. Big Dog and I, we were ornery that day, and he used to sit across from me. So Big Dog's like, "So where'd you get that one from to play along?" And I was like, "The inside source." No one knew what I had done. I looked down and I said, "The inside source?" Meaning I was making that shit up right then and there. That legend was born. And folks,
about 3 days later,
everyone broke that story. It was on ESPN. It was Sports Illustrated. That Barry Bonds was going to sign a West Coast contract. Oh, my God. That was the funniest shit. And then we were like, holy crap, people listen to us.
So the following week, we brought it up. And we said, we were just bullshitting there. We were just talking shit. And, there's nothing real to it whatsoever. And all of a sudden, all the other news outlets about a day later stopped talking about it.
Jeez.
But the funniest one, this is when we were on radio. This is still to this day. What are we in year 12 now? Year 13?
No. Well, we're in 15.
Okay, year 15. To this day, 15 years later, to me, this is still the funniest thing that ever happened. And we were on Blog Talk Radio, and we were talking, and we were real good banter back and forth. And all of a sudden, Raj got a cramp, and he doubled over. He fell out of his chair. And I was laughing my ass off, dude.
Big Dog said something.
Tears
and
were coming down my.
Shot up, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I
was
fell
laughing.
over.
Tears were rolling down my cheeks, and he's like, "Take it over, take the show over." And I couldn't. I was just laughing, and he was all fucking asshole.
Yeah, and just like what I did now, I did then. We have had some incredible moments doing this program, folks. They've been damn funny. You can't make this up. It is what it is. But because it was Big Dog and I that did the West Coast contract, we were just so fed up with what was going on. We made it up, and it made national. And we were just like, it's us. We were number one pissed because we were not given credit, of course. And we have over the years heard our words come out on SportsCenter, at Bleacher Report, and everything. This was years ago. So we know that we're listened to, because there were times that I would articulate an argument and it was almost word for word repeated on SportsCenter. I'm like, oh my God. Big Dog would make a statement. Saul, remember? He was quoted about the tires on the NASCAR version. Man, Saul was talking about the tires, and within a week, they were talking about the issue that NASCAR was having with the tires. It was crazy.
Who won today? I forgot.
I don't know yet. I came straight to the program right now, so I should check right now. The race might still be going on.
Oh, I thought they raced during the day. I'm sorry.
No, it's at 5 p.m.
Oh, well, yeah, I might still be going.
So let's check out right now. The Busch Light. Okay, the race recap. Oh, Martin Truex Jr. was the winner, number 19.
Okay.
But, folks, it's crazy. NDB Media, Cliff Zier, you guys remember him. he made national print 3 times as well. And they would never give us credit. Never. But Zeke was a good interviewer. He knew how to ask questions, and he would get people in trouble. But speaking about NASCAR, what is it? What is it?
And of course, Cliff was he was a co-founder, because you are the founder of NDB Media, but Cliff was a co-founder of Channel 69.
NDB Media 69. Yep. Folks,
there were 3 interviews on Channel 69? Or was there more than that?
Not we had set it up. Actually, I don't know how many there are. I'll have to look. But Cliff decided to go after the adult performers that are on, I guess, the porn channels or whatever, and they readily did interviews.
Mm-hmm.
They were damn funny.
We found out stuff about
they were
Cliff
cool,
that we were
man.
all surprised on. But we found out about Cliff a lot of stuff that.
Oh yeah, Cliff asked some great questions, and we're like, he's into that shit. Yeah, he's funny, man. I forgot about that big dog, folks. We've done a lot of funny stuff, and it's absolutely amazing, terribly fun. These have been some incredible 15 years, big dog. And
are those shows archived?
Actually, it was Solomon Walters, Jay, that mentioned
so.
The NASCAR tires.
They should be archived on Blog Talk Radio, right?
They still are.
Yeah, they're there, Almighty. You can
everything is still there.
Oh,
and folks,
we even got into or tried to. You were because they didn't consider you a news.
Oh, we tried to get into PornCon.
Yeah, and
they didn't want to, but they did give us a reduced rate. And I'm like, they're not going to get me off for that. that was for you, Almighty.
Oh my gosh. Okay, not going to get you off, huh? All right.
Yeah, the price was like $60, and they did reduce it to like $20. So they were willing to go, they were willing to see what we were going to do.
Did you go?
Yeah. No.
Well, why that could have been you could have got your foot in the door.
Or something else.
Well, like I said, he can get his foot in the door.
Well, I've heard it opens doors, according to Roger. So,
if he would have got his foot in the door, and the women would have liked him.
He can ring the doorbell and still have his hands in his pocket.
Yo, even Jay did like that one. Good one, scorekeeper. Yeah, that was funny, folks. We've done a lot of crazy stuff. The embarrassing thing is, when you have people that you kind of know in your universe, and then they say, scorekeeper, I heard your program. And you're like, oh! They're like, I heard your comment, and I know who you're talking about. It's like, oh. And I'm like, and they're like, it's all right. I know who you're talking about. I'm not going to spill it. It's damn funny. And I know who that asshole in your story was. So it's hilarious. Oh my God. Because you have to be very coy, man. You can't reveal it. And the person that told me says, it's so-and-so. And I was like, huh. He was like, you're not as coy as you think, dumbass. And that was a coworker telling me, it's damn funny, but I know who you're talking about, right? But yeah. Those are the funny ones. Or when people you haven't spoken to said, yeah, I've been hearing your program, and it just blows you away. It's like, well, why don't you ever call in? He says, nah. Not even gonna bother. So it's good. It's fun. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, unfortunately, it is now Monday morning for Almighty. And I want to acknowledge that. Thank you, Almighty, for staying on with us here.
Oh, you're 3 hours ahead? I thought you were 2 hours ahead.
No, he's 3. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it is Monday morning there on Sports Talk with the Guys. We did start about a minute late, so I do apologize. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the professionals here, and it still is Sunday, February 5th, even though Almighty would probably argue that. But this is the professionals on Sunday night here on the NDB Media Network. Folks, thank you. We really got to a lot of stuff right now. Is there anything else that you want to get to?
Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome, Jay. I don't know what the hell I did, but yeah.
I think it's because you're sacrificing your time to be on with us at this hour.
Well, it's too much fun, man, hanging out with you guys and Jay and Double D. I don't know who else is out there, but It's always a fun time.
By
So
the way,
it's
NASCAR
midnight,
does
so-
open up in 2 weeks. Sorry, Big Dog. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's midnight over there, so he gets in for half price into the strip clubs now because it's after midnight.
Oh God, I haven't been to one of those.
I was right.
Forever.
I was right. You
I
stayed
don't
on the
think-
show.
I don't think I
It's
was
been-
ever in a strip club like that. I don't know what you're talking about, but you know, I'll
I'm trying to remember how many times I've been to a strip club. Probably 5 or less.
you know,
Once.
there was a time where I did graphic design work for a strip club.
Really?
So, yeah,
Really?
they had it was called Club Bacchus, and I made Bacchus bucks, and you would purchase these to tip the dancers
Oh, okay.
because that way
Interesting.
they can and every year I would make a new batch for this guy. So at least once a year, or a few times a
So
year,
you
I had
were
to go-
always up for the challenge.
Yeah, I would always have to, I would go to his club, and you know it's weird because when you go into the back, they're still wandering around, you know, half naked,
Yeah.
and you know I didn't pay attention to that kind of stuff. You know, I was like,
Ever the
There you
professional. Ever the professional.
And while I worked for American Greetings those 6 years before I had my stroke, every year I would propose to get greeting cards into the strip clubs. You know, because when the guys go home with all covered in glitter and stuff, they here's a here's a greeting card to try and smooth it over.
You're trying
They-
to
they would-
expand the market. That's
Yeah,
that's commendable.
I-
I appreciate your initiative.
And but every year they shot me down.
That's
So-
They didn't go for it.
So Jay, I'm going through it again, and I think I've been through Breaking Bad over 10 times.
Really?
Wow.
I saw its run at every episode.
Well, I'm
straight
not
through.
bragging, but I like the show too, and you know it's on Netflix. So every once in a while, I was like, I just turn it on just to have something in the background. But I know what you mean. It is it's kind of a slow burn on the first season, but once you get past that, you know it's on. You know, so you know.
Yeah.
So
You know,
so
folks-
Jay, we're done when I say we're done, and.
So what did you think of the follow-up Better Call Saul? Or did you watch that? Or
I have not. Oh, the last season has not hit Netflix yet. I don't have.
okay.
I don't have Hulu or anything to watch. AMC, and I guess I could sacrifice and get AMC Plus, but I usually wait for it. I mean, I'm caught
Yeah.
up, and I've gone through that series also a few times too. But I like it. Okay, I haven't seen the end of it, but I like it. I like how they introduce Mike. I like how we get to
he
the.
says, don't spoil the last season, he says.
Well,
I haven't
he
seen
hasn't
it.
seen it either.
I haven't seen it. I'm waiting for it to hit Netflix. I mean, I don't want to read. I don't. You're right, Jay. I can't because I haven't seen it. So, are you waiting for Netflix too, Jay, or are you just? I don't know how or what. I don't know.
Well, I think he is a Netflix character too. We'll find out.
And
Do
me
you have
too,
Amazon
Almighty.
Prime?
what's that? Go ahead, big dog.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Yes, I do.
Scorekeeper, do you have Amazon Prime?
Yes.
You should probably, yeah. I don't know if you guys would be interested, but try watching a series. It's called Hunters. It stars Al Pacino. The second season, I didn't even know the second
I
season
heard
was
about
greenlit.
that.
The first season was great. Of course, it's only, I think, 8 or 12 episodes. What it is Al Pacino plays a Nazi hunter. And he recruits a kid who just lost his grandmother. Anyways, it, of course, very, being on Amazon Prime, it's very graphic, a lot of, just very graphic, period. But it's good because Al Pacino's in it, and he plays he's the main star. And I won't give anything away, but season 2 just hit. I didn't realize it hit, I think, last week. So I'm gonna start watching that probably tomorrow. But it's called Hunters. Real good. And of course, if you guys want gore and nudity and grit and all that kind of stuff, watch The Boys. That's very interesting.
Oh my God. Woo,
You watched
doggy.
it?
Oh, they got. I don't know how much. I mean, I know that Amazon was trying to censor these people, but did you? Okay. So, what did you think, Big Dog, when the guy shrunk down and kind of?
I know exactly what, and I had a feeling you were gonna on that one. I was shocked.
I'm like,
I'm
like, holy shit!
Shice.
And then he sneezes.
Yeah. Oh my god. I mean, I think it's just rated AMA. You would think that would be an NC-17 right there. With that kind of stuff.
It's rated MR, so it's rated mature. So that's how they get away with it because.
But you think it'd be an NC-17 though because of how graphic it is.
That's only the movies though. That's only at theaters. The NC-17 doesn't switch over to TV or cable.
Now, but that when Netflix did Marilyn Monroe, that was an NC-17, and that was that limited series.
Take that
but
back, I'm sorry.
I mean, I watched it and I didn't see why it was MC-17 in the first place, but that's cool.
Okay.
And to answer Jay, yeah, El Camino was great. I just had to get used to all the characters like 2 days later gaining weight and looking older. But yeah, I liked it a lot.
I'm going to switch gears for just a moment. We've been reporting on this throughout the night. As you know, I began the program and Big Dog reminded us maybe about 10, 15 minutes ago. We do have an update of what is going on over in Gaziantep, which is about 60 miles from the Syrian border in Turkey. Already, as of right now, ladies and gentlemen, at least 100 people are dead after a massive 7.8 earthquake or magnitude earthquake strikes near the Turkey-Syria border. As you know, I also mentioned there was a 6.4 aftershock. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of us that live in Southern California, that's a bitch too. That's a significant event.
6.4 would get you out of the bed.
Yeah, 6.4 is a significant event.
I laugh. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Big Dog.
No, I was going to say I laugh when I get the updates from NBC and it says, I'll wake up in the morning and I'll see what's come up over at nighttime. And it'll be, did you feel the earthquake? 2.4. And I'm like, 2.4? That's nothing.
Dude, we don't even talk about 2.4s. Remember, Big Dog, well, not remember, but if it's a 3, that's a conversation starter. Like, hey, did you feel it? That's about it.
That's just like it rolled a little bit.
Yeah.
I won't get out of bed till it's like maybe a 4.5, 5.
A 4, people start talking, hey, earthquake and this. On a 5, it's like, oh, okay. That was like important. And then a 6, that one's serious. For us, it's crazy.
You know what? When we have ours in California, if we have a 8.5 or a 9, Almighty's gonna feel it. That's
when we finally have one. Yes, he will
we'll be
feel
saying
it.
Bye because we won't be.
We'll be writing away. Bye, Almighty. That's funny.
Well, I guess I'll have to take over.
Okay,
if we have a 9 or 9.5, Las Vegas will be beachfront property.
Folks, we're just kidding around. It may come across as a bit insensitive. That's not our intent. What is going on in Turkey right now is a major disaster. We're not making fun of it. It's just the conversation switched a little bit. We're insensitive, and it's how we would react. What is going on over there is bad, and we are feeling for him. And folks, this is why I am going to be a
remember that humor is a self-defense mechanism as well.
Yes.
So
yes, and that's fair.
Scorekeeper,
but folks, I am proud of the fact that the United States will be one of the first. That's us, all of us listening. The United States will be one of the first nations to respond because we're able to, and we're going to be sending aid, and that does give me a little bit of comfort. But anyway, Big Dog, I'm sorry.
No, I was going to ask you, since you are our seismologist of the group, how many years now are we past the big one?
Oh,
is it like 170 years, 180 years?
Okay,
now?
Very good, Big Dog, and I appreciate that. We're not over 170, but it's actually pretty close. USGS has established along the San Andreas Fault from roughly the Salton Sea up through beyond Palmdale, that area, an earthquake happens roughly every 138 years. So we are at about 160 something, 170. That was very good, big dog. So we are overdue. As a matter of fact, in the 80s, everyone was like, it's 138 years. And the thing about the San Andreas, that little wench, she moves almost on 138 years.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are variations, of course, but San Andreas, when she's on her period, she's on her period, man.
Oh my!
Everybody thought it was coming when we had the Northridge and Whittier Narrows earthquakes. Within 5-6 years of each other, whatever they were of each other.
Actually,
that it was kind of building to that.
Whittier was in 87, October 1st. And then, of course, we had a lot of activity. We've actually gone silent, if you think about it. Yeah. Because in 88, we had several up in the Pasadena. 89, we had significant events. And then 90, 91, 92. In 92, we had the two earthquakes, the Hector Mine and the one in Big Bear on the same day, and it was a Sunday. Two significant events. And I believe Landers, which was a disastrous winch. That one was in 1995. That one was horrible. Big Dog, you drove through there, didn't you? You talked about that, about the roads being offset. Landers, 95?
Yeah.
That one sucked because there was only like two roads, and both of them were offset. Just freaking offset, man. It was horrible.
I need a tangent back to NBA.
Yes,
please. This is Shams reporting. Chris Haynes and also Kevin O'Connor for the Kyrie Irving trade. This is what was offered by other teams. It says the Nets reportedly declined the Clippers' offer of Luke Kennard, Terrence Mann, a first round pick, and two first round pick swaps for Kyrie Irving. I would have turned that down too. Did not know this. The Phoenix Suns were in it. The Suns offered Chris Paul, Jay Crowder, and picks in exchange for Kyrie Irving. This was the Lakers. This is what the Nets asked the Lakers for. The Nets asked for Russell Westbrook, Max Christie, Austin Reeves, the 27 and 29 first-round picks, and they want pick swaps.
No, the Lakers won't have any damn picks left.
But you know what the funny thing is? The reason why the Lakers balked is because they would not give up Max Christie, and Austin Reeves. All the other stuff they were okay with. They did not want to give up Max Christie and Austin Reeves because those are two young guys. Other than that, we didn't have any more young guys because they traded them all away earlier.
Yeah, Kuzma still hurts, man.
The funny thing, you want to hear something funny? The Lakers actually made an inquiry to Washington for Kyle Kuzma. For a trade. And Washington replied, Kyle Kuzma is not on the trading block. He is untouchable right now.
I love that right now. Good for him.
Yeah, actually good for him. I knew he would do well once he was a starter. That was always the thing I said. He's the type of player that has to start the game. He does not play well off the bench at all. I don't know what the mentality of it is, but you could see his bench scoring percentages and everything else versus his starting percentages and scoring. Everything was just a good 5 to 7 points or 5 to 7% better if he starts. And of course, he would never start because LeBron has his spot.
Yeah, that was a tiny problem.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do? I'm just saddened that they did that. I do want to comment real quick when you guys were talking about Breaking Bad earlier, and I know we're all over the place now, but a lot of people have spoken of Breaking Bad, and I will admit that I believe Breaking Bad is in the conversation for one of the greatest programs ever on television. I don't know if it is the best, but when you look and analyze every episode, I appreciate it. when you look and analyze every episode, and you know this, Almighty, and Jay, you do as well, there was not a wasted episode anywhere. Every episode added to the narrative, and it was amazing. It was must-watch television. And thank goodness to Netflix to be able to get that going. But folks, Breaking Bad, I know if it's not the best, which one is? I'm going to leave that for other boneheads to argue. But I will admit, Breaking Bad is one of the best all time. I would say it's in the top 10, maybe even top 5 of programs ever. I don't know what your thoughts of that, Almighty.
Yeah, I mean, like Jay said, when you watch the transformation for Walter, it is amazing. And I'm for it. If people want to do a rewatch, we should do it. I mean, I would love to talk about. I don't care how. I know it's been off the air for a while, but
I've only seen it once when it went through, folks, and I enjoyed it.
But I mean, if Jay and yourself and anybody else wants to do a rewatch, maybe that's something we could plan. If people want to do it, I mean, I'm in.
All right. If we're gonna do a rewatch, maybe we could do one or you know what? No, we should stick with Breaking Bad because that's a lot of material, and we could do a 1-hour program, maybe 2. I don't know, but I would really be interested in that. My level of commitment is a little tinged right now because physically I am having a lot of problems.
Agreed.
And but I would. And Almighty, dude, you already know if you say it, I'm in. So I am already saying yes.
Okay.
Maybe we can do it on a Sunday night. So I don't know, or maybe a Monday night when we have openings.
Aren't you doing also The Last of Us on Sunday?
No, because the person that asked us was not able to make it. Now, I found out from my seminary brother that I spent some time with this afternoon, his family gets together to watch The Last of Us, and they get together, have dinner, and have an evening. I'm like,
Oh, okay.
So I don't, and they're really into it.
Yeah, I've also been watching Wolfpack that has Buffy or Michelle Gellar in it, so checking that out.
Cutie.
It's okay. But anyway, the Breaking Bad thing, I'm down with that. I love it because I mean that's something you can talk about for decades.
Big Dog, did you see Breaking Bad?
Unfortunately, no. I've seen bits and pieces, but I would have to sit down. And as far
it would be cool because that means that you becoming clean in on this. It would be brand new for you, dude. That would be cool. If you're gonna do a rewatch, it helps to have someone that hadn't seen it. That gives it a great flavor.
Yeah,
and
it does.
As far as you guys saying, one of the best of all time, it's funny that because the only ones I could think of, there's a couple of shows that popped up into my mind when you said best of all time. And it's funny that all of them are cable shows. None of them are regular TV shows. Sopranos.
Oh, God, yeah.
Maybe Dexter.
That's a good one, Jay. Love it.
Oh, yeah.
But
now Jay has joined me on a program. And if we could work the schedule, I think Jay says he would be down for that. I wonder if he means as a listener or maybe even joining us. That would be cool. That means we would have.
If he would, I would love him to have us join us so we can discuss it since he's a big fan too to get his input.
Sorry, Big Dog. That was a funny line by Jay. You might have been saying something, but we just drowned you out because it was funny.
No,
there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
but like I said, Sopranos, maybe Dexter, which is another one that was very well done.
I heard about Dexter. I never saw it. It ran 6 seasons, I believe.
Yeah. In fact, I believe they're doing a reboot next season, I think, or later this year.
It's been canceled.
And it was to be set like 5 years later.
What?
I think it's been canceled.
Oh, okay. But there was in the works. I do remember.
I know
remember
that they
reading
were
about
talking about it. I think I read or heard somewhere that it might be. I mean, let me double check, but I don't think it was good. I think it was I don't know. I could be wrong about that, but
I mean, it could have been shelved. But I mean,
well, a
you know,
lot
you
of
can't
things
go wrong-
are. So
Yeah, you can't go wrong with with Breaking Bad. You can't go wrong with The Sopranos. You know, like I said, Dexter is up there. I really wouldn't really say Game of Thrones because I really didn't watch it. You guys may have watched it.
I did. That was
from
an
start to
awesome.
finish.
Well, the last.
So
season,
would you put it?
yeah.
But would you put it on The Sopranos and Breaking Bad level though?
Okay, let me give a tiny stab at that. Game of Thrones was its own unique animal. I don't believe it is one of the greatest of all time,
Okay.
but the story, dude, there were, God Almighty, what, 50 storylines in that series,
Yeah.
and it
A lot of
was,
nudity.
dude. Well, there was. They tapped it down a bit, but it was a universe that had rules that you could live in, and dude, the twists. It was captivating storytelling. I don't think it was one of the greatest of all time, but dude, we knew early on they were spending real money on this,
Oh
and
yeah.
they had an audience. And it's Game of Thrones was one of those rare programs that if you were to invest, there was payoff. How almighty!
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was payoff. Yes.
Another series, and of course, once again, a cable show that I didn't see, but I always heard that they said it was just incredible. Was Californication with
That's with
David Duchovny.
Duchovny.
Yeah, I heard that was supposed to have been excellent. I always missed it for whatever reason when it was on.
Another good program was on HBO was Orange is the New Black. The first so many
that was
seasons were good, but again, I wouldn't call it again.
Yeah.
A personal favorite, which actually a lot of people forget, what made people take Netflix seriously was when they took the British program and brought it over here, House of Cards. And of course, it was Kevin Spacey. It was the political drama.
I thought that was Showtime.
No, that was Netflix. It was Netflix, and it put them on the map. And what was cool was there was a series in the United Kingdom which was huge, and it was done over 3 years, and there were 4 episodes each year, and I believe each episode was 2 hours, and it was just very well done. But it's what put Netflix on the map, I believe, in 2012. It was one of their first best drama series. And it put Netflix on the course of, hey, we're doing good stuff here, folks. So it was really neat. Again, I don't think it was one of the greatest programs of all time, but it was a good narrative. And it ran for, I believe, 6 seasons or so.
What, House of Cards?
A House of Cards, yes.
I'm just saying it couldn't do it because when Kevin Spacey was forced out, that it took. I mean, it fucked it all up.
It really did. The people that were on that program were exciting, but the 6th season, it was tough.
Oh my God, Jay, that thing is intense. Holy God,
that was a great.
Oh
show.
My God,
oh man, that was great.
Folks, we're coming up with some lists. We should just do this. We should do some of these.
That was one of the first shows that really got into the mature rating. I mean, oh my God.
Oh, Big Dog. What were you going to say?
It debuted February of 2013.
Which one?
The final episode, House of Cards.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
House of Cards, February 1st, 2013. And the final episode was November 2nd, 2018. So 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What? Well, no, it ran 6 years.
Oh, yeah. I get, 2013 you count as year 1.
Yeah, it was 6 seasons.
Yeah, 73 episodes.
Yeah, no, folks, I gotta tell you, I watched that one, and I just had to see it through because it wasn't. I was disappointed with the 6th season. It was good storytelling in the 6th season, but when Kevin Spacey was kicked out because of the accusations, it did change the tenor of the program. But it was good stuff for a political junkie like me.
Things up for Spacey. I mean, it was like.
Are you saying?
Go ahead, Big Dog. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna. I'm just being stupid. Are you saying the House of Cards fell apart?
Oh God, yes. Oh yeah. Oh,
There
yeah.
we go.
Oh yeah.
It felt like a house of cards.
Yep. Yeah. But you know.
Yay!
Oh, that's awesome, the Carl Bell. Folks, if you watch the House of Cards in the English version, this was done in the late 70s, early 80s. It's really good stuff if you're a political junkie. If you like the Netflix version, that one is cool because let me tell you, in House of Cards, Kevin Spacey's name was Frank Underwood. It was done in homage to the English guy who was named Francis Urquhart. And throughout the series, they would always call him by his initials. And it was like, hey, F you. Hey, F you. Hey, F you. Now, it was in the 70s where it was barely coming up, hey, F you. So it was funny. You can hear it throughout the whole series. Hey, F you.
But the thing was, it was in England, so it was probably more accepted in England than the 70s.
It was. Over here, it's, hey, F you. It means really F you. So they kept it over here as Francis Underwood, which was an homage to the, Francis Urquhart. Woo! Breaking Bad, baby. Breaking Bad. Wow. Dude, you are... I would have to be... I would have to be
territory.
I would have to be Saul. You would be him. Yeah, nice. Love the shades. Oh man, this is good stuff, folks. I want to thank everyone that's been with us throughout the entire program. This has been a lot of fun. I'm not saying we're over. It's just I have to put it in there.
But I didn't know if you saw one more thing. I don't know what we're doing here, but sports wise,
Spit it out.
The Buccaneers are showing interest in Baker Mayfield.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
Where did I put that, brother? Here, NFL rumors. Former Browns and Rams Baker Mayfield has been linked to the Bucs. Bruce Arians is a fan of Baker.
Okay. Do you know what's
Todd Monker is if hired for the Bucs. OC worked with Baker in Cleveland for his best season. So I don't know if that's going to happen, but I saw that and I just thought, why not? But because Baker needs a team. But honestly, I thought Baker would, if he would just come in as a backup. Oh God. So
No, that was funny.
But anyway, I wanted to get that in. But yeah, let's do that rewatch, man. I fucking get a hard on for that.
I would be excited to watch. Big Dog, I would humbly offer, dude, you'll know after the first episode on Breaking Bad. I humbly suggest you watch the first episode anytime soon and check it out.
I have to finish what I'm binging it right now. And then
what's that?
I decided to start binging. I'm on
Glow?
Bones.
Oh, okay.
I used to like it, so I decided I couldn't figure out what to watch, but I have that one. But I'll probably after Bones. I'm almost done with Bones. Got like one more season to go.
Oh wow.
I'll probably watch.
You can sneak in an episode.
I'll probably watch Hunters.
You go ahead with your Bones, man. That sounds cool.
And then I'll watch Breaking Bad.
Almighty, would you agree with that? That he'll know in the first episode, yes or no? Seriously.
Yeah, but still, you still have to.
Yeah, but still, what are you Latin?
No. You still have to be kind of patient. I mean, yeah, it got some of us hooked, but some people are like, but you just. So I'm just saying, for some people, you just got to get to the end. No, the first one you will know, but especially after the first season, you'll know what's going on, and the thing is, if we did a rewatch, I wouldn't need to rewatch them.
Okay, so Jay is saying, nah, Big Dog, after the first 3 episodes.
See, that's what I'm saying, a slow burn there, but there will be there's a scene in the first episode that you may like. I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Oh, since we're a little bit back to sports again. Scorekeeper, really? What do you think about number 34 being retired?
Fernando Valenzuela, ladies and gentlemen, the Dodgers announced. I don't know if we have the date yet, but It has been announced
August.
that Fernando Valenzuela's number 34 will be retired. I did read that earlier in the day. I would be interested in going that day. As you know, folks, I was there on June 29th, 1990 for his no-hitter against the St. Louis Cardinals when they won 6-0. And that night, Raymond, my buddy Raymond, and I went to the game, and I had a string of going to games where something big was happening. And something happened in the second inning, and I turned to Raymond, we're going to get some history tonight, which is really a dumb line if you think about it, but I meant something big was going to happen. And my friend Raymond in the second inning turned and he said, a no-no? And I said, well, I don't know, dude, but we're going to get history tonight. I had a feeling, it was in my bones. Sorry, big dog, for lack of a better word. But I did say we were going to see history. And Fernando Valenzuela made me the greatest prognosticator of all time. Because I did call in the second inning, and I didn't call a no-hitter. I just said, we're going to see something huge tonight. And
it says here he'll be honored. This was weird, so I don't know what day. They're not saying what day, but it says he will be honored from August 11th through August 13th when the Dodgers host Colorado.
So it's going to be a weekend event. Yeah.
Yeah. And he becomes the 12th Dodger to have his number retired.
Wow. I would love to be there, and I will try to get tickets already because I would go for that. That is special.
And of course, my Fernando story is a little bit different. That he won me the most amount of money I've ever won. Horse racing, because we were at the LA County Fair, which has an equestrian area, and of course, horse racing is done there. And I went just for the hell of it. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna bet. Why not? Because I knew Lafayette Piquet was racing that time, and I actually bet on him. He was in like the 2 races later. He actually won. So I didn't win a lot of money because he was a favorite. But it was like in the 5th race, and I was looking down the card, and I'm like, oh, I gotta put money on this guy. So it was a horse. It was a long shot. It was like a 10-1, 12-1 long shot, and the jockey was Fernando Valenzuela. And all I could picture was big old fat Fernando. All I could picture was big old fat Fernando Valenzuela on a horse trying to win a race.
That poor horse, big dog. Oh my god!
So I put down I think $10 or $15 on it just for the hell of it. That's all I was gonna put less, but I only had like a 10. I'm like, oh, the hell with it. So I put the $10 down, and he came in. And I won like, I don't know, it was like $300 and some dollars. I forgot what I won like over $300. And I was just like, oh, okay. I like this horse racing thing.
That's a good story. That really is. But Fernando Valenzuela, talk about a throwback. Talk about a workhorse. Talk about a guy that threw a lot of innings, and he made a lot of people look bad with that 80-mile-an-hour screwball, folks.
It's surprising that he had the longevity that he had throwing the screwball, because that is an unnatural throw for your arm.
Yeah.
Right?
Because
completely turn over, right?
Yeah, the screwball is thrown. Yeah, it's bad. Now, some people say it's done this way. Yeah, because a lot of people don't know, and forgive me, but look, when you throw a curveball, I guess I'm looking for a baseball right now. The general curveball is flicked. As I've told you, it's flicked this way or that way. So this is the way you normally throw, which makes it easy. The screwball is you're twisting your arm.
You flick like that.
So you throw it this way. And that's what they call a screwball. So a lefty would do the same thing. That's a screwball. And when you look at the way Fernando would throw it, he was flicking it off this finger, and he was doing it like that. And that
Almighty's ignoring me.
Oh, sorry, what?
Almighty's ignoring me.
Oh,
he
says that he met Steve Garvey at the Santa Monica Stairs.
I'm sorry, big dog. What happened?
Well, no, because he's talking about the way you flick your arm when you throw the ball, and I said,
I'm doing this.
I flick like that.
Okay, yeah, never. Yeah, all right. I'm sorry. Oh my god. I don't even know. I don't know why I didn't even do that.
And I was doing my best to just talk over
I
Big
know you
Dog
were.
on that one.
I know what you
Hi,
mean.
Eddie.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, yeah.
Thanks
I
for
got you.
joining us again, Eddie. Unfortunately, Eddie, I think we're near the end. So, actually, no, we're not done. I'm going to leave it to my co-host. We have been talking about it quite a bit. It's been fun, but I don't know if we're done. Usually we talk 3-4 items in sports, and we actually got to a little bit more than that on this one.
Oh my God, we were all over the place tonight, and that was fun.
We were all over the place, but we did talk about quite a bit of stuff. So,
okay.
I was
Question to scorekeeper.
we were all trying to be polite to each other. Go ahead, Big Dog.
In your opinion, as a Dodger player, just the Dodgers, should they retire? I think they should have done it years ago. Should they have retired number 6?
Steve Garvey's number should be retired as a Dodger. Hands down.
Thank you. Yes.
And I think it might be happening now that Valenzuela. Garvey should be retired as a Dodger. Hell, the Padres should retire Garvey as a Dodger. And his game 4 home run to tie that series at 2 games apiece against the Cubs at home when he hit it and to win the game 7-6.
That year was the Cubs. They remember that year they were America's team.
1984.
And the Padres destroyed America's team.
Well, the Cubs, very good. The Cubs went up 2-0 at home, and they came back to San Diego, and the San Diego Padres just took it, man. That was a team that did not quit.
I followed both teams pretty regularly because Garvey was, of course, on the Padres, and Ron Cey was on the Cubs.
Yeah. That's why we Dodger fans were watching.
Yeah. So I was, of course, watching. But
it happened to be a great series, actually, even though the Cubs lost it. Craig Lefferts, if I remember correctly, he was one of my favorite pitchers with the Padres, who threw a screwball, by the way. He won, I think, 2 games in that series in relief. I don't recall if he was the MVP or not, but Craig Lefferts was I
believe
he threw some big shutout innings.
Tony Gwynn's rookie season, correct? Or second year?
I don't remember if Tony Gwynn was 82 or 83. Wait a minute. No, I don't think that was his rookie season.
Okay.
I think 82 or 83, but I'll be mistaken on that one. Alan Wiggins was he passed away some years ago. He ran into problems. That was sad.
Yeah.
But Alan Wiggins was their second baseman. Man, could that little SOB fly. And then you had the shortstops. But go ahead.
I was going to say, didn't Alan Wiggins get traded for Ozzie Smith?
No.
Didn't they?
That was Gary Templeton.
There you go. You go.
Yeah.
The Wizard of Oz.
Yes. It was really good stuff, folks. And that was the stuff. So it's great to know that Jay agrees Steve Garvey should be in the Dodgers Hall of Fame, hands down.
Yep. Man, I remember he retired, and everybody called him the senator because they thought he was going to go into politics.
Yeah.
And then just
that was before he left.
And just before he announced, because he retired, and just before he announced that he was going to run for senator, he was, and that's when he came that he got 3 women pregnant. Like within about 2 months of each other. Remember that? It was like one woman after the other. One woman after the other.
Folks, there it is. Steve Garvey career highlights. Actually, Zeke. Sorry. Oh, shit. Almighty. Could you start this up again? Is there volume on it?
Well, yeah, but I didn't want to interrupt
no, go
Big
for
Dog's
it.
special speech.
If you don't mind, start it up again. And
I will. I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt anybody.
No, you're good. It's Steve Garvey deserves to be heard.
That's hit down the right side. Staub running and can't get it. And it gets over the boot. Hitting 318, 11 homers, 56.
Vida Blue?
There's a long drive. That one's deep. It is going. It is gone.
That's Oakland. That stadium hasn't changed.
Deep.
That's Dodger Stadium. Oh, no. Oh, shit. That's Yankee Stadium.
The Yankee Stadium?
Yeah, it is.
That is the longest by far. Oh, that
Yankee
ball
Stadium.
was given to
There's
Ryan.
no easy
Big
man in
old
this
Popeye
one.
arms of his.
Garvey hits
Oh,
it sharply left.
that's Mike Flanagan, the Orioles.
Morgan to the plate.
That's the All-Star game.
Foster to the plate. He scores. The game is even at 3.
The distressing habit for the Yankees of throwing a home run ball.
I think that's it.
High, deep to right, way back. It is off the wall.
Oh,
Garvey
that's another one.
2, he'll go for 3 as it ricochets back. And Steve Garvey stands
Wow, triple. He wasn't that bad.
triple, just missed
No.
the home run. Just think of it.
Congratulations to Steve Garvey for the second time, the first time that a player has won it twice. Steve Garvey, congratulations to you. And Commissioner, over to you.
Nolan Ryan.
On drive, center field. Scott back on the track, and the ball is a home run. It went
Wow.
over the orange line. It's back in play, but it's going to be a home run. And the game is tied
Hey, he
1-1.
slid. Oh my God.
Because he didn't give up on the play. He kept playing it. You weren't gonna get him. And look, can't slide for shit even then.
Deep to left field. That ball's out of here.
Is that Pedro Guerrero running? No.
No.
Bob Nepper. He was a good pitcher.
Here's the pitch. Swung on a high fly ball.
That was
left field.
Gustafson
Going back
from
his
the
reins.
Expos.
He won't get it. That ball is out of here and a home run.
Oh,
Steve
Gullickson.
Garvey
Sorry.
has given the Dodgers a 3-1 lead with a 2-run homer here in the 8th inning.
That name barely fits on his uniform.
Oh, that's it. Sutcliffe.
There it is.
Wow, yep.
Twins scored 6-3 San Diego. Deep right field. Way
That's
back.
the home
Got
run.
it going back to the wall. It's gone. Home run.
God, I remember that, man.
Will be tomorrow.
Yep.
Game 5 tomorrow. Yep. Against Lee Smith, one of the better Hall of Fame reliever. Wow, that was awesome, dude. I appreciate that. Steve Garvey. That was a treat, folks. Sorry I couldn't keep my mouth shut on that one, but those were
How could you? I mean, that's
those were exciting moments.
Hey, man, there's no. I have no problem with that. I mean,
God,
that's,
Big Dog, you and I witnessed some of those moments live, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Was he the only guy? Because I know he was a write-in to the All-Star game. Had that happened before? In 70?
No, because it was they didn't have that.
76?
He was the write-in, huh?
Mm-hmm. They wrote him in.
Right.
So he might be the only guy ever to be written into the All-Star game.
No, I think he was the first one. He was definitely the first one.
Oh, okay.
I think that there have been some write-ins, but it's been changed now. You can vote for everyone and anyone. You can vote for my grandma on the team.
Yeah, I'm really.
And even though she's
disappointed
dead, she would probably play better than some of those shitheads today.
Yeah, I'm real disappointed with the NBA and how they've changed the rules for the All-Star game as far as voting is concerned. Because now it's 33% coaches, 33% players, which is fine. It used to be 50-50 or 60-40, whatever it was. But then they gave 33% to the fans. But this year, they had special NBA All-Star voting days where your vote counted for 3 votes instead of 1. And you can vote as many times as you want. There's no like 1 per day limit or anything like that. You want to spend all day voting for LeBron James, you could do that.
Well, Major League Baseball ran into some problems and they limited it to 25.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, because this one guy elected this one player. I forget how that happened. It was really funny. And it was hilarious because this guy voted. Oh, yeah. It happened in baseball that one guy was a committed fan, got this player elected. And people were like, dude, are you going to, dude, he got a signing bonus too for the All-Star game.
Yeah.
And they asked him, dude, are you going to do anything? He's like, why? And everyone was like, dude, he gave you like $100,000 bonus and you ain't going to meet the fucking for lunch or anything. I mean, come on, man. And then they fixed the rules, which I believe is 25 per day. Or now you have to register there is a limit on the number of votes. So
I mean, I can see if you want to vote, where they would let you vote once a day. But then there's ways around that too. I mean, if you sign in, all you do is multiple sign-ins. You just different names and shit. So
it's
there's
just a hassle to create more and more accounts. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't agree when they put the voting in the hands of the fans. Or it just being a small percentage. Like remember back in the day when you and I were going to games, or we were growing up and going with our parents. Remember they used to have the write-in ballot, and you could stuff the ballot in the box.
Oh yeah,
And then they would collect
as many as you could do.
Yeah, and you could do it that
way.
way.
The Dodgers had that. The Angels were like, "Here's a ballot." Like, oh come on! It was funny. Remember that? The Angels were tight, man. I guess they were trying to be fair.
Yeah, and with the Dodger one, they were like, "Take a stack."
It's funny. You go up to the usher, you have a ballot, they give you a box.
Yeah.
I'm exaggerating, but it was. I remember getting like 20, 30 ballots at one time.
They had them like pretty much like on a table, and you just walked up and you grabbed.
And I didn't realize in that sense, Big Dog, the Dodgers were a lot smarter than the Angels, because if you give kids ballots, they're not getting in trouble. Because they're voting.
What were you doing there, Raj? Was he doing this? I don't know what the fuck he's doing. That's crazy. So, cool.
Why are you coming at me now? What the hell did I do to you?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Big Dog rubs off on me. Okay, that came out wrong. So, woo-hoo. I mean...
Wow. Jay, I'm sorry, pal. We gave you an image that was horrible right now. I want to see what Jay's going to say. Oh, my God.
I besides the NFL All-Pro game, it was also the NHL's All-Star game that happened
yesterday, right?
Yesterday. So, can I show highlights from that, or you just want to do a pass on it?
Sure, go for it.
Whoops. It might help if I shared the screen.
Oh. Jay hasn't commented yet. And make it a full screen, Jay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Tkachuk.
What's that?
Full screen.
3 assists.
Is it this one here?
His brother Matt.
YouTube as well.
2 assists, and now he has his 4th. They're starting to warm up the Honda Pilot Trail Sport for the MVP. If Matthew Tkachuk can keep this going.
It looks like they're playing a real game.
He's so good from the tops of the circles down, but really even in closer. He's got quick hands. He's not going to win a lot of races, but he's got quick feet. Look how he uses the reach to spread it around.
Mitch Marner had 3 assists in the semifinals. Here's Larkin in alone. Slid off his stick.
Kaprizov had no idea that he passed it to Dylan Larkin. He thought he was on his team.
Lost the puck. Inside a little short-sider. It wouldn't go in. Pasternak. Tarasenko with 3 assists in the semifinal. Here's Pasternak in alone on Saros.
Oh, wow.
Good stop.
Yeah.
A lot of golf here, we're told, the last couple of days. Seth Jones to the backhand, and a beautiful stop by Ullmark. Matthew shot it wide. Atlantic is 2 number 16s. Marner the other. Marner thought he might play with Matthew Tkachuk, who's denied. Not the oldest goalie to make his All-Star debut.
Some good goalies out there.
29 years old. You remember last year, Cam Talbot was 34 in his first All-Star game. There have been others older than that. Long hit ahead. Here's McKinnon. Nathan McKinnon did not score.
Oh, I thought that went in.
Yeah, I think a lot of folks in the crowd did too.
I did.
Here comes the quick counter.
But he hit the post.
Marner down low. Nikita Kucherov, his 2nd of the day.
And here's the goal moments later. Nikita Kucherov is going to play a little give and go with Mitch Marner. He goes to the net, chips it up over Saros, and an early 2-0 Atlantic lead.
23 years old, native Californian. 13 American-born players here today. Here comes another Larkin to the forehand, and he scores. Well, on another day, Dylan Larkin would be an MVP candidate.
Near the end of the shift, the turnover, and then Larkin's going to get out ahead. Marner lays it out for him, and now Larkin gets inside of Morrissey. Perfect shot. Saros can't get the blocker over to stop this, and it's 3-0
They're not
Atlantic.
playing flag hockey.
No. This is
19-29-30. Tiny Thompson of Boston got the 25 wins and 29 decisions. Franchise record 47 goals last year for the Wild. Kaprizov is 27. Another hard worker. Marner. And he sets up another goal by Dylan Larkin, who says, don't hand the keys to that Honda Pilot Trail Sport to Matthew Tkachuk just yet.
Larkin's got all kinds of time to shoot this and squeaks it through the top of the pads
right up
of Connor Hellebuck. As Hellebuck squared up, it's like a practice drill, and oh man, there's just almost no room for the puck to go through, and the Red Wings captain gets another one.
For the Red Wings, of any player born in the state of Michigan, Mitch Marner, with about 50 of his family and friends in this building to watch it. Here's McKinnon, nearly midway through the second half, and a goal for Mikko Rantanen.
Mikko Rantanen takes the pass from McKinnon. The Avs players combine.
For the Central, they get a great chance down low. But McKinnon elected to pass off to Makar. Here's Pasternak. He scores!
Wow. That
You got
Pastrami
all
guy.
kinds of time. Pick your shot, and when you've got that release, you're not going to miss very often. Connor Hellebuck's trying to be really patient. Oh, the same place that the Larkin shot beat him, at the top of the pads.
Nice play by Josh Morrissey to poke it away. His first All-Star game. He said he gives Rick Bowness a lot of credit for his improvement.
Wow.
And
This is 5-1.
was on ice for a goal.
Yeah, he
By
set up
Robertson.
Yeah, beautiful finish by Jason Robertson. 43 assists on the season. Just behind Erik Karlsson in assists by defensemen, and he lays this across to Robertson, 33 goals. Man, Robertson had an 18-game point streak, 21 goals in those 18 games earlier in the year. Look at that pass, flat, right on the tape, and a great finish. And
Robertson in the long point streak, and Morrissey as well. He had an 11-game point streak back in December. There's the response at the other end. Dylan Larkin, maybe they can cut the car in half. Just 7 seconds after the Robertson goal, his first point of the day.
right off the draw, Larkin stays with it, kicks it up, scrambles it through. Deep 5-hole. 3 goals for Dylan Larkin here in the final. And Atlantic has put this away 6-2.
Another 5-hole. So Larkin a hat trick. In the last game, each team had a hat trick. Johnny Gaudreau and Matthew Tkachuk. First time that had happened in a game. They want to just keep on scoring all the way to the buzzer. That's Clayton Keller.
All alone, he's going to one-hand this through the legs of Vasilevsky with the little deke, just kind of shovels it.
He was having a magnificent year. Yeah, it was so gruesome, you just wondered if it would damage him going forward, but he looks like the same guy who was terrific last year.
Oh, we got a penalty shot.
Why not have a little extra fun here?
Well, here's the penalty. Seth Jones gets called for the hook.
Yeah, that is. Sorry.
Penalty shot in an All-Star game was in the 2019 final. Patrick Kane tripped the player that resulted in a penalty shot for Seth Jones and was unsuccessful.
Oh.
the penalty shot just because, and then looking for creative points as well as the goal back behind his feet.
Ugh.
And Hellebuck makes the save.
Yeah, that was a good
The
save.
last player to serve a penalty.
Can we just roll the last 30 seconds? And in the meantime, it's now in our net again.
Again?
I mentioned Dahlin earlier. Goals in
That's
each of
in
the
the
first
second
5
period,
games of the
man.
season. The first defenseman ever to do that in NHL history.
Again?
McKinnon adds
Jeez.
another to his ledger. First in this
7 to
game,
4.
third of the afternoon.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 8. Wow. That's okay.
McKinnon, shit, he shoots the
My
puck so
God.
well on the move.
Yeah, that was a nice
That
goal.
noted penalty taker, Johnny Gaudreau.
Yeah, the Haiti Bing winner in the past. Final
Second
10
period, still not
seconds.
over.
Here we
And
come.
another goal.
Wow.
Another goal.
Oh.
Uh-oh, 7 to 5,
Ripped in
right?
by Cale Makar.
Yep.
His first of the day.
And
Why not?
didn't someone just say it
Where
was
there's only 2
over?
halves in this game,
Yeah,
right?
I heard that
Some
too.
of my
Yeah,
waters
you
play
know,
that just
6 to
to
2.
do.
They're putting it
Was it
away.
wasn't 6-3? It was over.
After McKinnon scores,
Pendejo.
Well, these Avalanche players
I
out
didn't
there
hear the
now
fat
get back
lady
to
sing.
business. They're right on the edge in terms of
That's
the
it.
playoff race out west.
Oh, so there was only 2 halves. Okay.
Yeah. So what
I
was
could tell they
interesting-
were letting up. Oh, go ahead, Big Dog.
interesting in this was there were actually 3 games. That was the
Yeah.
final. So the first one was the Pacific versus the Central.
Yeah.
Central beat the Pacific 6-4. In the second game, it was the Atlantic 10, Metro 6.
Yeah.
So that set up the final, Atlantic versus Central, 7-5. So the Atlantic actually scored 17 goals in one night. In
What?
2 games. Yeah, because they won 10-6 and 7-5. 7-5.
Yeah.
So 17
Well,
goals.
yeah. Oh
That's
my
a lot.
And
gosh.
the Central scored 11 goals.
How many?
11 in the 2 games.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you cut out just twice at that moment.
11.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Wow. That,
But
that
yeah,
was
you
cool.
do
That
go
was good.
soft sometimes there, Big Dog.
Yeah, I don't know, and it's always when I have the right one in. The left one never doesn't seem to cut out. So, gotta see what's
Yeah.
going on there.
It's all good. Well, I got to tell you, look, we've done very well. This is the longest professionals we've ever done, and this was fun. I'm going to, if you guys want to continue, you're more than welcome. I'm going to have to call it. I'm getting old and tired, and I have several doctor's appointments to get to tomorrow, so I'm going to have
Well,
to
I gotta get
bail.
ready to take my daughter to work, so she's.
Oh,
goes in
that's
there.
right.
I have
So
to
we
get
are
her
ending.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
Almighty, is the
What?
Almighty going solo?
No. I mean, I guess on Saturday we'll have to talk about Vengeance Day and stuff
Well,
like
yeah.
that.
It
Or
was
no?
all right.
Huh? Well, I'm not saying it
It was
was the
alright.
best, but I'm
Thanks,
just saying
Eddie.
we could mention it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he'll mention it.
But real quick, did you see where Rousey wants to do a tag team championship for WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Thanks, Eddie. Good night.
Yeah, they were talking about that. That was one of the reasons why she dropped the title to Charlotte, was because she wanted to start doing tag team, because it's not. It doesn't have to be just her. In other words, she can get the other wrestler in there to do the heavy work, as they say, and she can just come in and do the high spots, the flipping or the kicking or whatever. And she's with oh shit, I can't remember her
That's
name.
right.
She's another former MMA wrestler.
Shane Baszler, is that who she's with?
Shayna Baszler.
And they're going to go against Dakota Kai and Io Sky. How do you pronounce those names?
Io Sky, yeah. So
Okay.
they turned heel about a month ago, because Ronda, of course, was a face. So you can kind of see the change that was happening, because she was starting to badmouth everybody again. So yeah.
Geez. All right. Wow.
I mean, the thing though is that Shayna Baszler's not a great wrestler. She's not like, how do I say it? So back in the day when it was Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, and they were the Rockers, Shawn would do like all the high spots. So usually in a tag team, you got one guy that's what they call the worker. So he's the one that goes in there and he's in there he or she is in most of the match, taking all the bumps, taking all the beatings and stuff. And then you have the person that you get for what they call the hot tag. And that's usually the star of the team. And they go in just for shorter amounts of time, but they do a lot of big spots. And Shayna nor Ronda, they're not like the high spot people. Ronda's not a very good wrestler. Ronda has hurt a lot of women. I don't know if you've seen her wrestle. She does the arm bar where she grabs you by the arm,
because that's all she is. I mean, I've seen her wrestle, and I've seen hurt people and her get hurt. I mean,
she's hurt a lot.
I mean, she does that MMA stuff that she used to do to win, until she got her butt kicked off in one match. But
I'll give it to Shayna Baszler, who is, as I said, a former MMA fighter. She transitioned into wrestling where she knows that the moves that you do in MMA you can't do to wrestlers because it's a work. Because
that's a whole different. Yeah, MMA is real. You just can't go in there. That's the difference. One of them is real, one's not.
The skill set's different. They've talked about that when they throw the punch. You are actually hitting the person, but what it is as you're throwing it, you're pulling back, so you're barely touching the guy or gal. Or the other thing is when you see the punch coming, if you kind of watch it in slow motion, when they're about 6-8 inches from your face, they'll open it up and it's actually a slap to the face.
Yeah, because you hear the slap. I mean, you'll hear it. I mean, there's still, there's still pain involved, but it's not like but they're not out there actually doing stuff because if they were actually doing it, there'd be a lot of blood all over the place.
Yeah, and also you wouldn't be able to wrestle the following night in the next city. That's
maybe not for a few weeks.
Yeah,
it might be in intensive care, like Roger.
One of Roger's clients that I brought to Raj, his name is Jason. Big. He's the Dallas Cowboy fan, but he's a big wrestling fan, so we have that in common. And his younger brother, is also a wrestling fan, and his brother's older. He's like 30 or whatever, and he knows all the things. But I ruined it about 2 years ago. We were talking because the super kick, and for whatever reason, I guess he thought they were really connecting in the face, and that's why you'd hear that sound. Right. And I had to tell him, I go, no, watch, especially the Young Bucks or Shawn Michaels, when they do this kick, they slap their thigh at the same time, at the time of contact. And I go, that's why you hear the loud sound, and that's why a lot of those guys that do the super kicks they don't wear the shorts, they don't wear trunks, they wear the pants, and usually there's a little bit of leather in there because leather makes a good slapping sound.
It does, yeah.
So when he said that, I guess he watched like the next episode of Raw or AEW, whatever, and he called me up on the phone. He's like, "You ruined it for me. That's all I see now is when they do the super kick. All I see him is hitting his thigh. All I see is the thigh being hit."
Oh, big dog. Oh, come on, man. You're probably the one that went around going around. Oh, Santa Claus isn't real. He's fake.
Oh no, no, that one I try and go as long as possible. I used to have so much fun when the kids were small. And
when you were a kid and you were going around your classroom going but no.
Well, when my kids were small, we actually got Santa sacks and would fill them, with the toys and stuff, and they would also get their own presents. And I would always, around Christmas time, around Christmas Eve or whatever, the kids would be in their room, and me, I'm an ass. I'm an asshole.
Yes,
I admit it.
What?
So I would go to the door, and I would slightly open it, and then I would yell towards the hallway because the kids were down the hall. "Okay, son, I'll see you tomorrow." And I would slam the door. and the kids would be running, and I'm like, oh, you just missed him. You missed Santa. He was here talking to see if you guys have been good. And they would go to bed, and after they would go to bed, I'd go to the garage and pull out the Santa sacks and put them under the tree. So I did that for a long time.
I don't blame you. You try to keep that going because that's the fun part. And once they realize that it's like you still try to keep keep it going. It's like, what are you talking about? Look, it says from Santa right here.
They're like, no, such and such from school said Santa's fake. I'm like, goddamn kids.
Yeah. Well, yeah, word gets around.
Yeah.
But again, even though they might say it, they still may not believe what they hear.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not everybody believes the world's flat, so yeah.
Oh God.
We can't go into that. That's a whole different show.
Well, now that he's in Dallas, he's probably going to get along with all those people from Texas. There's probably a lot of flat earthers there.
You know what? You can be as stupid as you want to be, but I'm sorry, facts are facts. It's like you can have your own opinion, but you can't have an opinion on facts.
Raj, wasn't he the one that did the video? I'm not sure if it was him or not, or maybe it was a football player. They did the video where he got the ball and put it on like the concrete floor, and he's like, look, this proves that the earth is flat because the ball doesn't roll.
Oh my God. I think it was.
Was that a football player? It might have been Kyrie, right?
Yes, I think it was.
What?
Dude,
was this serious, Big Dog?
Yes.
Dude, he believes the world is flat.
He truly believes the world is flat. And he said, I can prove to you it's flat.
Oh.
Look, I'll prove it to you. It's the simplest thing.
And I can prove to you that you're a dumbass.
He was like on the basketball court, and he was sitting down, and he's like, look, I'll prove it to you. And he got like a little tennis ball or a little ball, small ball. And he put the ball on, with his phone. You can see him put the ball on the ground, and he lets his hand go, and he's like, look, that proves the world is flat. The ball's not rolling.
He doesn't know the court's level?
Well, the thing was, if Earth is round, that means it's not even. So that's why it would roll.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
Big Dog, you're blowing my mind here. I just
Big Dog.
Did
Mr. Irving have a dad? Did he grow up with a dad?
Not telling you right now.
I mean, based on what I'm seeing, no, he did not. Because I'll tell you this. If he would have had a dad, the minute he would have said something stupid, his dad would have beat him within an inch of his life saying, you say that shit again, I'm ending you. That's why we don't say stupid shit or ignorant stuff. Okay, well, I don't know. But anyway, we choose to. But the point is, our dads would have destroyed us if we would have said something stupid. That's why boys never ask questions in school.
So when my son was in school, and it was elementary or something, and we were talking about, we were driving, and we were, he goes, and he says, oh, the moon landing's fake. And I'm going, what? Yeah, the teacher said the moon landing's fake.
Oh, yeah, there's been lots of people like that.
So guess what I did? But the thing was, the teacher was being sarcastic. And my daughter has my sarcasm, so she would get it. But Riley, I shouldn't have said his name. I'm sorry. But at the time, he believed it, and I'm losing my shit. I'm thinking, I do not go for that. And if a teacher is telling that, once I found out she was being sarcastic, I thought, okay, But if my kid is not going to learn, my kid is not going to go wear aluminum foil on his head in sixth grade. I'm saying no, that's not happening. But I see what you mean.
Roger, what gets Roger all the time about the fake moon landing conspiracy is, well, I can prove it's fake because when the flag comes up, it's moving. Look at him.
I never did that.
It's kinetic energy, you mother effing morons.
In answer to your question, Scorekeeper, it says Irving was born, and I didn't know this. Irving was born in Melbourne, Australia. the son of Derek Irving and Elizabeth Irving. They were American expatriates. He has an older sister, Asia, and a younger sister, London. His father played college basketball at Boston University under Rick Pitino. After completing college, Irving's father moved to Australia to play professionally for the Bulletin Boomers. They lived in Melbourne before relocating to the U.S. when he was 2 years old. So he does have a dad. That was there.
And that you answered my question. He must have been a 60s kid because, folks, you guys know, if with our parents, if we would have said the earth is flat, I don't think we would have finished the sentence.
Well, I just told you what I did. But
yeah, our parents would have beat us within an inch of our life for saying, okay, look, it's son, you had your opinion, but don't be stupid. Don't you embarrass me by being a dumbass. Yeah. Well, anyway, it's all right. It's okay.
It's all right.
It's all right. Like I say, you're entitled to your opinion, but you're not entitled to your own facts. And
they did not tell me not to lie and make up facts.
Yeah, but that's part of the political discourse today.
Nah.
Alternate facts. There are no alternate facts. There's what is fact, and then people mistake truth with fact. Look it up, folks. Look up the word truth. So, but anyway, it's all right. Yeah.
I didn't mean to get us off.
Almighty, thank you. Because of the fact that I have not been at my place of employment lately, it was brought to my attention this week that I am becoming dumber. I am becoming much more stupid. I was like, wow. It's like, oh, that's right. Because I'm not surrounded by stupid people anymore. So I'm not catching their innate. So I'm getting soft. You got that one, Owen. I'm getting soft.
Oh yeah,
said, dude, you have not been to work.
Once you get out of the political environment, man, things start changing.
I'll tell you, folks. I mean, I used to catch the innatives that kept me smart, and now that I'm not surrounded by the inherent lack thereof, I am becoming them.
Now this doesn't apply to Jay. So you moved away from the engineers. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I was generalizing. But okay, I'll take it, big dog. I'll take it. No, Jay, I haven't seen him actually in over a year, but we've been in contact, which is really cool. Yeah. So I do miss the connection that Jay and I had right there in person, but we're still in contact, and I think that's the best thing. But like I say, being surrounded by the inherent lack thereof that I was kept me sharp, but now I am them. I appreciated your first reaction when you got it right away, Almighty. And Big Dog kind of chuckled too, but he was engrossed. He was trying to get the next point.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for something that Scorekeeper will laugh about. This is the one. No, that's not the one. Shit.
But it's all good, man. It is what it is. All right, but like I say, gentlemen, I do apologize. I am good, and I did enjoy this extra time. It was fun, but I
had a good time. This was a great show.
This was
it's too bad that Dream or Speedy couldn't join us, but yeah.
And folks, he didn't even answer me.
He didn't answer me either, folks. This program is us. It's you. It's all of us together because we feed off your comments. And Dream, as well as Speedy, are significant. Yes, we have our issues with each other. There's no doubt about it. But the dynamic here is special. I live for this. I do.
And I appreciate all the comments we get in the chat because that keeps us going. That just keeps us going, man. I love it.
It does. And we pay attention. We read your comments. We may not get to all of them, but we do read them. I mean, you can tell. We're like, having a conversation, and then we do this. We're looking down. We're reading, folks. And as Big Dog says, I have no filter. So you folks know when I've read it. And if it's something that pissed me off, I have no filter. So
sure you do. Good. You have a filter.
You're funny. I do thank Almighty. I do think Big Dog, and in the absence of Speedy and Dream, they are a massive part of this program, as is Jay, as is Eddie, as is Michael, Double D, everyone that has joined us today, folks.
All of them.
We are the pulvers, the plover fish. We feed off you guys. We are the plovers of sports talk. Oh, what's that, Big Dog? What's that?
Okay, so I'm going to put this up.
Is that Pornhub?
What channel? What is that? I've never heard of that before.
Well, I've heard rumors about it.
Do you believe that shit? Did you believe what he just said? Big Dog, would you say that one more time, please?
No, listen to this to make you laugh. It's about Hispanic moms. It's 3 weeks later. You have to see the video too, Raj.
No, I am. I'm actually looking at the video.
You should have turned the captions on, Big Dog.
Tell me that's not true, Raj.
I cannot deny it. I will readily acquiesce to that shit.
So, Almighty, what the video was
I just need to learn Spanish and I'll be all right.
So what it is it's after the holidays and he's hungry. So he's asking his mom, what do we have to eat? And she says, tamales and pozole, which is soup.
Okay.
And he's, oh, thank you. And then it says day 3, because this was the first day after the holidays. And he says day 3 comes out. He's like, Mom, what do we have to eat? And she says, well, tamale and pozole. Because in Mexican families, you always have a ton of leftovers. So then it says, that's why it says 2 weeks later, and he comes out, he's like, Mom, what is there to eat? And she says, tamale and pozole. And he's like, no, I don't want it. I've been eating so much of this, I'm shitting corn. That's
Jesus.
all I'm doing.
Oh, wow.
So then he comes out, and it's like 2 months later. And he's like, Mom, what is there to eat? And she's all, oh, look, Grandma brought us food. He's like, oh, what did she bring? And she opens it up, and she's like, tamales and pozole.
Gee. Okay.
And he's like, that's why he's like, no, not anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm not prepared to deny any of that. So when Big Dog said,
Scorekeeper knows.
Like, I'm not prepared to deny any of it. It was funny. A little difficult to hear, but yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy, and it's on Instagram. What I'll do is Jay has one. I know you. Mike, you have an Instagram, right? Or no?
Yes, I do. I thought we were already friends.
Yeah, I think we are. So next time one of these comes up, I'll forward it to you guys.
Okay. I have Instagram. Yeah, and I have the other whatever. I have most of them, not all of them, but
I only have Instagram and Facebook, so that's all. I'm not gonna get a Twitter.
Well, yeah, I do have a Twitter. I don't use it much, but I read it just to have so I can get a good laugh about something. So
yeah, usually if I want to find something out, like if it's a particular player or something that's like, oh, did you hear what such and such said? And I'm like, oh, what did he say? They go, he said on Twitter. So then I'll just Google, Tom Brady Twitter, and his Twitter account will pull up. So then I'll say, oh, okay, that's what he said, or what he didn't say. When they post the fake ones, they were like, oh, look what LeBron said. He's blaming Lakers management for it. And when you actually look it up, nothing was ever said. It's just someone stole it and redid it.
Yeah.
But anyways, I guess I got to go too. I got to get ready to go.
All right, folks. It was a blast. It was absolutely awesome. Again, Jay, thank you. Eddie, thank you. Michael Day, thank you. Double D, thank you. Everyone else who's been watching the program, as well as my glorious and incessantly awesome co-host, the Big Dog and Almighty. And I know, Jay, you had a phone call, but I'm glad you're back. So
yeah, the escort's running late, so you know he had to let me know.
You beat me to it, you son. Okay.
We think that's
Well,
it.
I don't-
He just said good night. We'll see what he says right now.
Well, he's got it.
Oh,
But-
Eddie, again, adios.
Adios.
Eddie, thank you.
I know what that means. Fine. I know.
Big
I do know what
word.
that means.
That was good. All right, folks. Thanks for staying with us. Like I say, this program is because of you. It's us and you, and it's a lot of fun. You want to join us live, you know what to do. But on behalf of Scorekeeper, Almighty, and Big Dog, and everyone else, thanks for spending your late Sunday with us. And in the case of Almighty, your early
Monday morning as well. Yeah.
Guys,
All right, guys.
peace. We'll see you on Saturday, and we might be doing another program before. And we will be talking about the Breaking Bad rewatch. Big Dog, take us away.
Okay, sounds good. All right, guys, have a safe and fun week. Don't drink and drive.
All right,
Gotta go.
fuck it. Almighty, take us away.
Everybody have a great week. Get ready for your Super Bowl. Get your popcorn ready. And thanks for joining us. And if you're not watching us live, well, thanks for joining us when we're dead. And that's about it. I want everybody to be safe. Our condolences once again to Double D. And that's all I have to say. And Jay, I hope that you can go see the Kings sometime.
Jay and I have to talk about that. Because
or
we
the
the Kings
Ducks.
games last year.
Or
See
the
if we go
Ducks.
again. What's that?
Or the Ducks.
Or the Ducks. We'll see. But he chose the Kings. All right, guys. See ya.